What's going on, everybody? I'm Captain RoBear's, and this is Saved by the Spell, Game of Saving Throws, episode number 36. Welcome to the home of the most interactive improvisational D&D on the interwebs.
My God, is it here already?
It's
here.
Friday.
I'm so ready. So ready.
Happy Friday.
I've got 2 giant bags of candy from leftovers, so I'm not going to eat them. You want them?
Yeah, send them this way.
I do want them because someone gave away all my Rolos.
Listen, there were too many kids that came to the door, so we ended up having to give away everything.
Monster would do that?
I almost
These
had to
weren't
give
even
away
Halloween
like the
candy
fortune
Rolos.
cookies that we had in our closet.
Stock.
And so many freaking kids.
This was Mudcat Private Reserve fucking
This was my
Rolos,
private
man.
stock.
Oh, God.
Brevin suck, man.
They were given to me for my birthday. And she tossed them away to some children.
I asked for permission first.
She knows that I hate children. That's why she did it.
It is actually.
That's not true. You hate everyone, Mud. It's not just children.
My children the most.
Yeah.
Disproportionate amount.
That sounds about right.
I have a dream, and that dream involves Mudcat being his own version of that hated child, with questions galore, just hating himself.
Daddy, why is the sky blue? Why do I hate you so much? Why does Mom drink herself to sleep at night?
Because it's
What?
fun.
You're alive.
Great face.
Death, taxes, and cynical Mudcat. Radio, you got any sweet announcements, my friend?
No, I'm so happy it's Friday. That's my only announcement. I could not get here fast enough. And Caustic's makeup is fucking rad.
Thank you.
A whole
Thank you.
outfit, dude. She's gonna put an axe in the back of somebody's head, literally
I know, I
tonight.
should have brought one.
I have one. You need it.
Just throw it over to me. I'll catch it. Probably with my body.
Should have given you a can of Axe body spray.
Those are actually more deadly than any axe I've ever been dealt.
Dude, that has sent like 6 kids to the hospital once. Did you hear that story?
I mean, the fragrance alone.
Mm-hmm.
I used to do a lot of axe bombing in my day at the fraternity house, so I'm well aware of its capabilities.
It'll make you
Dangerous.
sterile.
I don't know if that's true or not.
Where can I get a can?
A whole generation in New Jersey was never able to procreate.
Is that bad?
No, we've largely won as a population. Caustic, you got some announcements this week, my friend.
I'm dressed up like this. I've seen you guys playing Rune all the time, and I thought, dang it, I want to look like that. I'm not gonna
Yes.
play the game, so I'm doing this instead.
Oh my God.
So yep, there's that, and then I'm gonna be gone for quite a few days. I actually won't be back till Thursday, so taking a
What?
little time off for conference.
Surprise, surprise.
We have all thoroughly enjoyed your commitment to Viking badass.
Thank you.
This makes me jealous. All I have is a lei the same color as my shirt. That's it. That's all I got.
I like it. It's a nice touch. You look like you're on vacation
It
already.
just blends in though, like it's like camo. It's almost too good.
That's good though. That way,
I
if
didn't
you
even
came
notice
in
you were
more
wearing it.
and no one else was dressing up, no one would notice.
Could I admit something? I had no idea that you were wearing that until
Yeah.
Same. I literally had no idea.
At this point, it just needs to be like up on the hat.
There you go.
There, yes.
Now, hey, you look like you're ready to go to Coachella. This is great.
Oh
There
my
you go.
God! Look at
Rumor
my
has it Rage Against the Machine is playing this year. Oh my God, I love them.
look at my ass
They're
for
so
Instagram. That ass is bumping.
Did you guys know that Rage is a political band? I really like what they stand for.
Mud, you got some announcements this week, my friend.
Honestly, not really. Aside from the fact that Caustic's going to be gone till Thursday, so I'm probably going to be a streaming machine for the next 5 days. So get ready for that.
Don't forget to take care of the dogs.
Yeah, we'll see.
I hope the dogs, in a strange turn of events, yeet Mudcat. actually.
There we go.
Mudcat
On
gets
stream.
eaten. Awesome. Over here, can somebody in the community, or is Streamloots, like, I thought yesterday was going to be the only day that they kept tweeting out. Is Streamloots still tweeting out codes, or have they subsided?
Don't know.
If somebody in the community knows, that'd be phenomenal. But here's the link. As you guys know, we play interactive D&D over here, and we'd love to have you guys participate. There's a link. You can buy the awesome cards and give awesome boons to all of our members. It's bitching in the kitchen and literally saves lives. So we appreciate the shit out of it. Thanks again to Roll20.net for sponsoring us for the entire year. You guys are the real MVP. We appreciate it. We would not be able to listen to this wonderful fucking music with everybody in the stream right now, just like we're doing, and the audience together if it wasn't for you guys. I appreciate it. I've actually just converted, and I bought in, since they are so nice to sponsor us, I have bought all the manuals inside Roll20. So now I have all statted tokens. I don't have to import anything anymore. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. Yeah, I got real fancy last night, and I enjoyed the shit out of it. And
Real
you will
fancy
too.
or real drunk?
No, it's real fancy. Didn't get to get real drunk at all yesterday. That was today.
You know, it's like those times you have a few drinks and all of a sudden you buy everything on Amazon.
Oh,
I've done that.
I got 2 sets of dice that have that stamped all over it.
I used to do that. Now it's me being tired and delirious, because I'm tired and delirious more than I am drunk. And that's worse. That's way worse than being drunk. Oh my god. Big announcements this week. Shit that I can't talk about. Lots of good news on the horizon. November is going to be a great month, and if you enjoy holiday episodes, you're gonna blink and we're gonna get to have Thanksgiving episodes. That's why I love this season. Game of Saving Throws has never got to go through this because we started right after the holiday season, but we get to have a Halloween, Christmas, or Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas episode, and then it's like, it feels like you're waiting forever before you have a holiday episode again. So I'm excited. You guys get to have those. If you guys didn't know, a good majority of us are all going to be at PAX South. So if you're thinking about conventions and saving up and going down there, pretty much the majority of the Saved by the Spell roster are all going to be there. So if you've ever wanted to meet and hang out, we're going to have official meetups and signing shit and just general Saved by the Spell debauchery. It'll be like our first con where we do that as a Saved by the Spell family. So that's going to be really, really badass.
We'll tweet at radio since he won't be there.
You
By
just
the
want
way,
to rub it in, don't you?
we have two.
California nerd.
We have
Either
two
that or I
official
can
meetups.
Skype you and just have you sitting on my phone right next to us.
I'll be FaceTimed
Yes.
in. Let's go.
The 2 official meetups of the year are there,
Okay.
and then GCX. You always
Is that really
know.
a meetup? Can that be considered a meetup? Everyone's just all shoved in the same place.
100%. If anything is ever a meetup, it's GCX. GCX lacks even like normal formality.
It's true.
We're like, that's
People just walk up and sit at your table when you're in the middle of dinner with a group. It's weird.
What's wrong with that?
Real story.
well, I mean, that's because it came from those roots. It started that way, and it's hard to get big and walk away from that. Yes, Chad has been forced, so hopefully you get Merchad in all of his glory.
It's not glorious, man. It's not glorious.
I didn't get to see him last night. I don't know what he looked like in his
He
costume
did it
last
today
night.
because yesterday he had a migraine. It looked quite nice. He had a lovely purple bra on, put the shells plastered, that red hair. Looking good.
Oh my God, 90 coming in, and people will ask if you're gonna eat all your fries. Oh,
Clutch, bro.
And then next thing you know, somebody's trying to step out on their food bill, and
yeah.
whole weekend.
Oh man, did you? That's hilarious. Oh my god.
He said I could pay it later. I just needed to go, and I needed to go, and I'd come right back.
And we're gonna end all that conversation on my episode right now. Pick up where we left off last week. It's Saved by the Spell. Game of Saving Throws. After dispensing of the Headless Horseman and coming back into reality proper, you guys shook off the hangover of the Stone Giants and began to lay plans to find out where you're going to go and find this next piece of conch of teleportation. And you guys made your way all the way back to Zephyros's tower, where you recollected your thoughts and decided to go in and check in back into Waterdeep proper and see Lord Roaringhorn and get back to that bounty that you so thoughtfully deserved. And you guys did. You received a shit ton of items. You guys barged in on a ridiculous polo party out in the front, true rowing horse style. You even made a mild stop to see Sirach as he was commanding caterers and getting into his element. We left you guys after Ruby Shore received some badass armor of the Afridi.
Mm-hmm.
Hister Faust locked into conversation with Lord Roaringhorn, asking him his own opinion of just why he thought or how they could negotiate getting the other half of the conch of teleportation. And that's where we're going to pick up. Hister, every man and woman wants something. Now, if those goals happen to align with yours, by God, we'd just live peachy king, wouldn't we? Now, I don't know which cloud giant you're going to deal with, but I can tell you this much. I live a fantastic lifestyle. You seen, you pulled up, you had some sweet tea. We've had some revelry. Hell, we've drank plenty of bourbon. But at the end of the day, goddamn it, we're sitting down here playing polo on the ground. And some people think that's just about as lowly as the rats that I have dancing within my mansion. Some people, negotiation's a whole new product. You see? Shit can go crazy. Dealing with cloud giants up in the sky. What do they regard? Do they even think we exist? We are ants among them. What they think. You have to wonder, what do they want? Hell, do they even know the ordering's broken? They could be up there at one big cocktail party in the sky. I know, I've done it. I've been wasted for days. Knee deep in a shrimp cocktail.
These fuckers know the ordering's broken. Because we know there's a group of them that have attacked the town.
Just because you ran into one group of sky giants, hell, did you see them? You know what they look like? Or are they just up in their cloud? Hell, you ever even seen one before, Hister?
How do you think we get here so timely?
I mean, just because you see one, don't know what the ones you're trying to deal with. You don't even know which ones have the conch. I'm just saying, remember, think about what they want. You got to think about their life. Think about what matters to them.
Last I heard, they all got a pretty big chip on their shoulder because they're not top of the fucking heap.
But they think they are. And remember, when I can tell you anything when it comes to aristocracy, that's all that matters.
That's the voice I needed to hear.
Put my hand up on your shoulder. I know you do just fine. In hell, if all else fails, let the Fire Queen over here just douse the whole goddamn place up, and she'll walk out looking like fucking Peachy King.
That's what I was thinking, actually. Especially if I ended up not liking you by the end of this conversation.
My God, Ruby Shore, I'd be surprised if you ever liked anybody in the first place.
Oh, well,
It's a moment-to-moment kind of thing with her.
yeah. Nothing's permanent anyway.
Full of piss and vinegar, and I like that. I walk over to my bourbon cart. Pull one of the caps off. Yeah, I had too much of that down-home punch over there. Emery, come here.
And in the meantime, I'm standing kind of over on the side, being real handsy with everything that's on the shelf.
You got your eyes on something over there, Mr. Emery?
No, I'm just being real nosy, looking through all this shit. So like, nope, nothing. Just peeking around. So I'll walk over to. What do you got there?
No, we're just cracking open some bourbon. That's all. Well, now, what do you got there? You got some new blades. I see there.
Oh, you mean these things? And I'm gonna whip them out and set them on fire.
Oh wow, God damn!
I'm gonna give them the whole razzle dazzle, the whole.
Oh, letting the big dog eat. My God.
Yeah, no big
My
deal.
God. At an hourly rate, you could charge just to swing those motherfuckers around.
Well, you always come prepared to entertain at the party. Last time it was music. This time it's fire.
I like it. Got to put those to use. Doesn't smell like they've hit flesh yet.
Oh, they've sliced a little bit.
Well, good job. They burned it off. Quite impressive.
Yeah, they're pretty good. I mean, I had to pick up something else because somebody stole my pipes. I'm gonna stare over at Ruby.
She'll look the other way.
I actually leaned down into the bourbon cart. God damn it, Sherlock! Get your ass up here! Get your pudgy ass up them steps! We're drinking a little bourbon before we see our friends off. You need to quit tending those fat housewives down there at the croquet game. Get your ass up here.
So how's that old situation working out with that guy?
Sherlock, hardest he's ever worked, probably 15 pounds down. And that's an incredible feat considering I found that little fucker in the walk-in cooler, sitting there just picking away at cocktail shrimp. It had to have been there at least 2 to 3 hours. You know how damn hard it is to get proper horseradish here in Waterdeep? Combine that with vine-ripened tomatoes at this time of the season, he's sitting in there just clearing it out.
None of that surprises me.
I would do the same.
Yeah, it's true. I've been known to be laying face down on the ground too in myself with a shrimp cocktail.
Where is this cooler at?
Oh, that mystical cooler. If everybody had a mystical cooler, they'd be able to hold parties like Mr. Roaring Horn too. And I don't talk to myself in third person that often, but I tell you what, when it comes to parties, I do deserve it.
So you're gonna stand there holding that all night, or you gonna pour it?
It's a good point. Begins to pour and serve the rest of that bourbon out. We'll go with a little Basil Hayden's dark rye, since that's what got consumed tonight. It was a good pass around. I hadn't had one of those yet. Not only is it good sipping whiskey, it's great from the bottle.
That's
Oh,
sipping.
it is.
Mr. Roaring Horn. As you can hear a cart rattling, probably from a good 50 feet away. Like it's like that one cart in the grocery store that you can hear. That bitch is whopper jawed, like it just came out of a demolition derby. Like you can tell that's definitely Sirach's cart from way downtown.
Somebody needs to put that thing down.
Ooh, Sirach?
The cart.
Oh.
As I'm hearing all that noise coming and just sounds like a headache, so I'm gonna just down that entire glass of whiskey I got.
Oh, Mr. Hister.
What you got there, Sirach?
Well, when I was paged to come up here, I knew it was time for me to shine. Let you guys in on a little special treat that I've been working on. We have this particular cured ham we procured from a southern region that just happens to go immaculately in the calzones that I have mastered for years. And he arrives with several whatever Radio was doing. He was making the calzone.
Fresh. Ta-da. If you pulled one out right now, I would be so impressed and jealous at the same time.
It wasn't so much calzone as me opening the pack of batteries that I'm gonna need in a minute.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that's not. Don't eat
So
those.
silently.
Not edible.
As you guys are presented with his version, may he be your own hot pie, but at least be an Italian style hot pie. You guys are all presented with a very, very, it's that deep, bright egg wash on top where you're like, oh, that bitch knows how to make pastries.
That shit is flaky.
That shit looks good.
Go in and just bite the hell out of that thing.
Oh man, I'm gonna have you roll a d20 on that one. See if you vented that thing.
Just straight D20?
Mm-hmm.
It's 19.
What's your Constitution saving throw? That's what it would be. So you can add that to it.
Constitution. All right, so it's 21.
21. It's amazing, only because the own grace of your own fire breath. Are you able to avoid the dreaded tongue and roof of your mouth melting? But it's fucking delicious.
Oh, as I chomp into it, it just melts in your mouth. And you taste the sauce and all the spices in it, and swallow it down and just pause for a second. Just blow a little smoke ring.
The perfect
Maybe
Italian
you should go to
gravy.
the room. Jeez.
I don't know what you're describing, but out of context, it's
Oh,
Really having the moment over there.
you may want to wait for that to cool down a little bit, but that is next to godly. I don't know. I don't care how much butter's in that thing. It is fan-fucking-tastic, Sirach.
I want you to roll a 1d20.
You should care how much butter is in there.
got him.
17.
Give yourself 17 temporary hit points.
Clock 'em. Tag 'em. Bag 'em. Done.
Well, we are talking calzones. Give me one of those fuckers. And I bust mine open and I watch the steam pour up. I look over at Hister. I can't fucking wait.
It's hot.
Much like real life, I've never been able to back off. My D&D character is not going to be able to back off either. Oh, let's go. Let's go. That's a dirty 20. I also avoid And damn it, I only get 2 temporary hit points. I bit into the side where there wasn't any sauce. It was squished. What do you mean you didn't put any? Oh, it's over here. It's over here.
Ruby's gonna start by eating the edges of the crust first, kind of like breaking it off, and then peels the top open, and then puts it back on, kind of just playing with her food a little bit.
Serial killer.
Breaking it apart.
100%.
Yep. Beans.
Just very gently. She'll open the top and maybe like start to separate it into each little different part.
And there's plenty of meat in there, so go ahead and roll with advantage.
Sweet. What is it roll for again?
This was just well, now that you haven't, I mean, you've avoided burning yourself in the mouth, just go ahead and roll for the hit points.
Oh, sweet. Okay. 11. Mm-hmm. I'll take it.
11 temporary hit points.
I'm gonna pick one up, put it on a plate and be like, I'm gonna wait for this to cool down, and I'm actually gonna like kind of wander off and just set it on the shelf, and with no intention of eating it. Still refusing to eat Sirach's food.
Oh, okay.
Do I see him setting it down and walking off?
I don't know. Do you?
I'm looking. Because if I see it, I'm gonna grab and just fucking shove it in my mouth. The first one was so good. I'm not ashamed to grab someone else's left behind food.
The good news is there's a pile of them.
Oh, okay. I thought there was only the one.
You can still try to steal Mud's calzone.
I'm going for it.
All right, as you try to steal it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. As he goes for it and lifts it to his face, I want to kind of shove it so it goes up into his nose. You're like,
it's all crowding around my calzone right now.
Crowd
delicious. I can't believe you set this thing down. You think something this good is gonna survive? You put it down?
Oh, I was gonna come back to it later. So.
Come on. You snooze, you lose. Eat now. Come on.
I'm good. I'll wait.
Fine. I'll eat your share then.
you going to offer any to Dante?
I thought he was still up top.
I know, you should save one for him.
Maybe.
How thoughtful of you.
Well,
I'll take one and I'll put one in my pack for Dante later.
Where in my armor do you want me to put it? But, you got it taken care of.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of, look at my busted ass armor and thinking of that Amantian bar that we got. Is Lord Zelron, where's there an armor that can make me a new breastplate?
Lord Zelron. That is my first.
Jesus Christ. Lord Roaringhorn. Jesus. Fucking my brain is turned to shit right now.
He's very drunk, excuse him.
No.
Drunk on calzones.
Drunk on calzones.
I'm not
It's
gonna
a weird
lie.
effect on Dragonborns. I don't know why.
I am furiously hungry for a calzone now.
Yeah, actually, I'm thinking about ordering a pizzone.
This is the worst thing that could have ever
Can we take
happened.
a break so I can call Pizza Hut and get a pizzone?
Order online.
Time out. We're out of here. Hey,
I think I have
appreciate
the
it.
app.
Thanks for watching Saved by the
All right,
Spell.
we're gone.
We gotta calzone the fuck out of here.
Will they sponsor us?
Time to get a
Oh my
calzone.
god. Dude, I'm thinking about that golden flaky. Oh my god, I'm just gonna stop.
So you threw that perfect egg wash on there. I knew exactly what you're talking about.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, I 100% want a calzone now.
So good when it's done right. Oh my god, you can smell like the oregano and like the basil when it's on top. Oh my god, and like real Parmesan. Fuck my life. Yeah, you were asking a D&D question before I got zoned.
Lord Roaringhorn, where's a good armor? Make me a new chest piece out of this adamantium bar.
Adamantium bar. I hate to break it to you, your big ass is gonna take more than a bar. But
Who said you get a chest piece out of that thing?
it sounds like it's not quite settled yet.
Well, you want to do something with your flaming swords and your fucking draconic-looking
saying.
armor there?
I'm not saying that. I mean, I'm pretty set, but I'm just saying, like, you're being pretty presumptuous there. You think, like, we get all this cool loot and you're just taking it?
He has a small head. Could he just get a helmet?
It's true.
Yeah, look at that go-ahead looking motherfucker over there.
It's true. Chat, he may have a smaller head than the rest of his body. But by God,
Don't have a fucking gecko head.
Yeah, you,
not
you gotta get
anymore.
go-ahead.
Not anymore, chat. He looks fucking amazing. We present to you almost finished Hister Faust. We're gonna clean up that dust effect right down below, but he's fucking awesome.
He does look badass.
It's a handsome-looking dude right there.
Yeah, but that chest piece would have to be massive. 1 bar may not be enough.
1 bar is not gonna be enough for that big ass chest.
1 bar's not even enough for the shoulders.
For real.
Maybe a tiny hat then? A belt buckle.
Yeah, 1 bar would take care of his belt buckle.
Okay, great.
You can't have my belt buckle.
Fun news. 1 adamantium bar would get us 2.5 halibut tacos.
I can do that right now.
At your joint.
Oh my goodness, that's awesome.
People.
They're just stopping by to check out the show.
It's amazing.
So I've actually moved my studio to the mall. Everybody can just come by and hang out. I'm at the Westfield Plaza in Mission Valley.
Be there in 5 hours.
It's a never-ending story.
So, an adamantium bar, we can,
What if he does
Arm-
like brass knuckles, but instead of brass, it's obviously not brass?
I'd probably take a little powwow on it and think about what you want to do with that. Those are not easy to come by any means.
Let's get friendship bracelets and charms that they all go together like little pizza slices.
Oh man, you bringing up pizza. Ciroc, God damn it, Ciroc, you bring up calzones, you don't bring up a regular traditional pizza. I want Chicago style and New York and St. Louis.
Lots of sauce.
Okay.
I want
Extra
triangles
sauce.
and squares. I'm gonna join in on this conversation with Lord Hammer, stand behind him and just berate Sir. Triangles and squares.
Well, we got the Mr. Roaring Horn. We have now. God damn it! What I say about talking back, boy?
Do we have
Oh,
breadsticks?
I will get breadsticks too.
Can you get some cheese sticks, like some cheese?
Garlic butter on them too.
I'm just leaning over, whispering to Lord Roaring Horn now. Can I get some cheese sticks as well?
You goddamn right, we get some cheese sticks up in this bitch. I have
Some
drink
marinara
enough.
sauce, they have to be dipped. They have to be dipped.
100%. We'll get those. Ciroc, get your big ass in the kitchen now. And Mr. Emery, about those cheese sticks. Oh, never mind. I'm gonna go.
I'm not even phased at that point. I'm just like staring blankly at him. It's like blinking.
Yeah, and you know what? Chat says to get some goddamn garlic nuts in here too. Hey, I told you so. Get some garlic nuts back in here.
Oh, can we get? Oh, that's too late. He's already gone.
Well, now I'm hungry.
You can always send him back once he gets out here and doesn't have a
I
gun.
was just thinking like one of those like like chocolate chip cookie like cakes that are like kind of like a big cookie but also like a cake. You know what I mean? Top it off.
All right. Other than the feast we're about to get from the Pudge Lord. By the way, you got a 1d10, Hipster?
Just added it. Thank you.
Where is your inspiration?
Ding.
All this pizza and calzone talk just reminds me that nothing's gonna be open when we're done here.
Nope.
Except Walmart.
Frozen food aisle.
Yep. Pizza rolls it is.
Come on, Tostinos.
Maybe I'll get those bagel bites. You guys ever had bagel bites?
Bagel bites are okay. Pizza
Yeah,
rolls
they're
are
all
better.
right. They're all right. Just haven't had them since I was like 12.
So yesterday?
Yeah, yesterday. When I used to think that pizza on a bagel sounded great.
You can just do with bagels right now. Like a 1/4 inch of cream cheese across the whole
It's
thing.
fine. You eat the bagels and I'll just eat all the toppings for the pizza.
I'll do that.
Guys, I'm gonna apologize. I don't know why, but all of our inspiration counters are missing.
Oh,
Oh.
no worries. We'll keep track of it.
Oh my
Say,
god! Oh my god! I know why I had to. I'm in game of saving throws too. I'm in the wrong. So that's why it took me an extra 10 minutes to get all lined up. I was in the wrong file. I had to redo a bunch of shit. I should have known right then. God damn it! Sorry, guys. I
All the pieces
apologize.
are coming together. Beautiful mind is happening.
Yep.
We'll just remember.
Now
This is the,
I understand why they're
This
not
is
there.
the most high production D&D show on the planet.
Hey, this is improvisational, my friend.
I would beg to say that actually outside of the 4 ones I know in the studio, yeah, it is.
Fine,
Oh.
ruin my joke. That's fine.
That's what I'm
That's
here
fine.
for. That's what I'm here for.
Ooh, we demand better jokes.
Oh man. So you guys have received all the bounty of all the food. You guys are well fed. Everybody has rolled on their extra hit points, correct?
Correct.
I did not, but I did not eat a calzone.
We'll assume that you have ate something from that feast. Go ahead and roll a d20.
I did eat the cheese sticks.
I did eat
A
some
nat
cheese.
20.
Let's go.
You don't deserve that.
I deserve it, and I earned it. So suck it.
Axe to the back of the head.
Axe body spray.
Suck it.
I'm gonna I'm gonna do that. You're in a
Spray X
tiny
on the back of
room.
my head.
Be careful. There's not a lot of good ventilation in your room.
You guys are currently at the large dining table finishing up after a pizza feast.
Did you tell me how many? Sorry.
You rolled a nat 20, you got 20.
Oh, 20. Shit. There we go. Cool, thanks.
That's yeah.
How would you guys like to proceed?
Hey, Chiquios. Last time we were in this town, you went to a coffee shop. What was that? The Haze Maze. You said you're going to take me there. I still want to see it.
We have time for the Haze Maze. If we go to Haze Maze now, we don't get anything done. And we have done everything in opposite order. You go to Haze Maze, and then you eat calzone. I'm way too full to go to Haze Maze.
I want to get going. I'm ready to get back up and talk to Zephyros. I want to know how we can get in touch with the rest of the giants.
Next time,
All right.
next time we will go. We will go to Haze Maze.
It's just like when I used to tell my kids that Santa Claus was coming next year. All right, fine.
It's we would. I promise we will go back to Haze Maze. But I will sink into couch if we go back to Haze Maze. I won't be worth a fuck if I go to the Haze Maze. Remember, the Haze Maze is right catty corner from the glaze.
That does
Oh, yeah,
not
that-
give me any sense of direction at all.
That's Emery's buddy, the guy with the sticky buns
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
and the really goddamn good cupcakes.
the lemon cakes. I think I still have some. They're probably bad now though.
Yeah, have to go back and dig up that episode to remember that voice.
It does not matter. We
Good
don't
luck.
have time for that.
No,
We need to actually go talk to the sky giant and get the other shell.
Ah, all right. Let's go get
Sorry
the other
to
half
be
of the
the
conch shell.
responsible one now. Somebody had to be.
Starting to enjoy this city life, hanging out with Mr. Roaring Horn here.
I don't trust him too much.
You don't trust anybody, and that's what I like about you.
What? If you're not going to trust the person who has now given you multiple sets and magical tools for everything, what are you going to trust? At least you can
He's
trust
a
him to give.
businessman. He does it as it benefits him.
Well,
If the world doesn't collapse, he can continue being a rich man, yes? It's hard to have croquet parties when people are all dying.
I'm not here to argue the politics of what Mr. Roaringhorn does.
I
But
do not say he's not nice man, but I do not trust him. But I accept the gifts.
you were a silly cat, Ruby Shore. I walk through.
I've been called worse.
I
Well,
make.
how do we call a cloud?
I druidcraft the sound of a elk snort.
I wonder if we can call our griffins back. Let's see. If I just yell really
I tied
loudly
mine
from
off.
the roof,
I don't know what you guys did.
perhaps Nathan will return back to me. She goes up to the top of the roof. Can she head up there and she's just gonna scream, Nathan! Come here!
To the top of the roof of Lord Roaringhorn's estate. It's fucking massive. That's just like, that's like at a playoff baseball game when you're like, oh yeah, we got tickets. We're all the way. We're up there. Yeah, we're not with the rest of all the white folks down the bottom. We're there. We're a different bracket.
Yep.
We'll meet you in between the 7th inning. It's gonna take me about like 40 minutes. We'll get up there. Now you knowing your cat tenacity, you make your way up to the top. And remember, his house is very much like a stadium. It has like the outside like spiral promenade to get up to the top. I want you
I'll go for
to
it.
roll an animal handling check as you scream for Nathan.
A 9.
Screaming into the void, but doesn't seem like
Nathan!
Nathan's anywhere to be found. Where's the rest of the group? Did you guys follow her up to the top? Are you guys still on the veranda?
Oh, if we're going to get the griffins, I tied mine off on where I landed after Norm McDonald refused to do it for me.
That's right. That's right.
Still, he's tied off as far as I know. So I'm gonna go try to find my griffin.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna put down my bourbon and I'm gonna follow Emery because honestly, I have no idea what I did with mine, and I'm hoping they all just kind of stuck together.
All the guys are like the Pied Piper. We've had plenty of Lord Roaringhorn's finest, and we're like, hey man, just give me back to my griffin. This is all on you, Emery. We need you to roll a survival check. The bourbon is strong. Ruby, go ahead and roll on a animal handling check again as you scream into the nether.
30-20.
So was mine.
Copycat.
I rolled first technically, but supposed to being polite.
That's a first.
As the rest of the guys, Emery, you lead them there. it's not quite where you remember. They've definitely meandered a little bit, and you can see a couple of the groundskeepers are like trying to beat them with brooms off of just tearing through the garden at the moment. You can see the griffins just decimated this whole section of tomatoes that they have out there, and they're just going to town, just tearing through vines, ripping through the cages. It's griffins on parade.
So much for Lord Roaringhorn's next batch of what was that spicy fucking red sauce he was talking about?
Don't worry. In a true fashionable drunk move, I cast Spike Growth and burn one of my spells as we pull the griffins over. Get them out of the way from the housekeepers. No, don't you get out of here. One of them's got a very, very Magdarin style voice to her. Just a little bit younger though, at least by 15 years. It catches your attention just for a second, Hister.
He looks over and smiles and mounts his griffin and just leans over and goes, "Take me back to the cloud."
As you guys begin to make your way, Ruby, Nathan shows up this time. Hearing your calls, it makes you feel, at first, you were lucky that you were by yourself. You felt just a little less worthy. You couldn't call your griffin in, but no one noticed it. And because of your high perch, you're able to beat everyone else back to the cloud.
Perfect.
You guys are back up on Zephyros's cloud. How would you guys like to proceed?
Oh, baby boy, where are you?
Dante, come here. I've got food for you.
Don't hear anything.
I pull it out.
Dante. Oh, Mr. Dante Alfonso, where are you? Ruby's got the best goddamn food you're ever gonna eat.
Go ahead,
Probably still
crack it in
sleeping with
half.
Harshnag. Where's Harshnag at?
I'm gonna look for Harshnag then.
Where do you guys go?
I'm going to go inside the castle.
Same. I will follow.
If
Is
you
there like
guys-
an outside area to look at, or is it just?
I mean, it's
the only place to go is the camp?
just the cloud wispy area.
I guess I'm gonna go inside because there's nothing on the cloud wispy area.
Mm-mm.
As you guys make your way in, you can see that both of them just both assed out as if they've been watching golf on a Sunday. Just far enjoying themselves as they haven't probably moved an inch since you guys left.
I'm going to sneak closer and hold the calzone over Dante's nose and just kind of like waif it over it and then kind of pull it away. See if he follows it with his nose.
You can see his long, wispy tongue begin to come out. As he opens up his eyes and sees you there, Ruby, with this fresh calzone.
Do you want a treat?
Yes.
Good. Sit.
You can
You
see,
have to sit or you do not get it, and I'm not repeating this order again.
he rolls his eyes, but he sits.
I break it in half and he gets half of it. Just lets out a little bit of flame. Good. Good.
Good.
Now roll over and you will get the other half.
No.
Okay,
You
then it's mine.
You sit.
I'm gonna start nobbling on it.
You sit.
I'm gonna actually take a real bite of it now.
And when you take a bigger bite of it, he rolls over. He breaks really quick.
Very good.
He breaks real quick. You can see his eyes darting back and forth.
Communication is key. We work as a team when we listen. Good things happen when that happens. She walks away, looking for Zephyros now. Zephyros!
After Ruby's lesson, I'm gonna go slide in over to where Dante is and take my thumb and run it across his face and try some more of that sauce. And I'm just gonna sit down with him and Harshnag and go, "Hey, baby boy, you wanna go mix it up with some cloud giants?"
Nap.
That's not the worst idea.
He goes, looks at you. Giant? Nods his head and then puts both of his hands on his stomach.
I'm gonna pat his belly and stand back up and go walk over by Ruby and see if we can find Zephyros.
I want you to roll a perception check.
Perception is, where are you? That's going to be a 16.
Just walk away.
Hate you so much.
Something's missing.
Just walk away.
I probably sat in a big pile of dragon shit and didn't even know it.
Snuggle on.
So we are going to fetch ourselves some cloud giants, are we?
Well, of course, we always knew that was the next step.
Yes. You are ready, prepared for this?
I think so. I don't exactly know
Probably
what to
not.
expect. Do you think they will be amicable?
If Lord Rowan is as fancy of a son of a bitch as you have told me, it is a good precursor for what a cloud giant will bring. I will go and I will most likely ruin your negotiations, so I will shut my mouth. I will stand outside the doorway,
So
but
do
I
we
will
have
be
to
present.
Do we have to look all special and whatnot? We go talk to them or something?
Be prepared for the smooze and booze and the bullshit that will come from an entire people that have spent their lives dwelling and lording over everyone else.
I should also not go then. Those aren't my people.
Oh, come on, Ruby. We need you for your crack negotiation skills. Come on.
They are
I'd
no
rather punch
one's
them in the
people.
Wink.
face.
I mean, if we're worried about offending people, then really none of us should go.
That's actually very true. Maybe we can just go all stealth. Maybe there's some that are like Zephyros. Where is he anyway?
Probably looking at butts.
He does have quite the collection of pictures of ass from different generations.
You also went up and saw his butt gallery?
All I have to do is stand up.
That's true, you're taller. I forgot that.
I can't fly, but I can still stick my head up there and look. And it is. There's a lot of ass in there. Ass, 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 ass.
Okay, you made the point. Thank you. I'm going to go up there.
Be my guest.
Well,
He lifts
not
you
your
up with
guest.
his
This
hand.
isn't your place.
And instead of like, I'm not being gentle, I actually just launch you.
That was uncalled for.
Nice throw, big guy.
I'm a cat. I hope I land on my feet.
Go ahead and give a dexterity check on that one. You use acrobatics saving throw.
Okay. That is going to be a 15.
15. Yep. It's you make it almost to the top of the ceiling in the second room, and you're like, ah! It's a pretty good wild ride. You're able to grab onto. Fuck, I think we have a giant globe in that middle of that room. So yeah, it's like Jurassic Park. You're on top of that thing.
Perfect. Zephyros? I'm looking around his very messy room, as always. I assume it's still messy. Zephyros, where are you?
I'm here. I'm here.
We are
I'm here.
ready to go to the Cloud Giants. Prepare us. Give us all the information that we need to be successful, and we will go and execute it.
When you say the Cloud Giants,
Yes. Are there more than one?
you're searching the cons, correct?
Yes,
That's what
correct.
we're looking for.
Yes, you know this.
We must concentrate. You need to bring me the cons here.
Yes, but where do we find the Cloud Giants?
We will concentrate with the navigation orb to try to find the other piece.
Then let's do that, yes?
Yes. And you see him, it's typical like bachelor style still again, like doesn't quite have his shit together. Like he's the equivalent of eating a snack pack with his mage hand and wife beater, like out of his impressive robes. Kind of looks like a guppy just a little bit when he's not all dolled up. It's rough, dude. The comb over is out of place. I will prepare myself. You can kind of start to see why he's on the fringe of like Cloud Giant and Wizardhood.
Will you teach me how to drive this thing?
I
can do it then.
That is no, I cannot teach you. Okay, I will. I will just come back up here in 10 minutes. Let me shit, shower, shave. I'll be fine.
Fine, you get 10 minutes and then I'm back up here. And whether you're here or not, I'm going to start this thing.
You are certainly not going to start this thing.
Oh, I can't
you would
hear
wait.
you. That's the deal. You better hurry up. And she starts walking downstairs.
This is why I don't have children.
Not a child.
All right, Zephyros. Let's do this.
Here she walks downstairs. All right, we got 10 minutes and then we're taking off to someplace where there are Cloud Giants. I'm not exactly sure where, but I'll be driving them.
We're all gonna die.
Not because of my driving. I will be very good at this.
I've
We'll
seen the
get
way
there.
you fight. There's not enough bushes.
Well, you know, that's fine. There's nothing.
If
On the
there's
side of
anyone
you,
who's
Nick.
going to be able to survive the ridiculous electrification and mental properties that have gone on, why not? Maybe it's her. Shoot your
That's
son.
right.
Yeah,
I've got a crazy mind.
you certainly have that.
I do. I own that. I know.
Emily,
What? I'm already cleaning the brewing equipment.
we have more than number two.
Yeah, I'm already working on it.
Hey,
No,
Emery.
you have more of number two.
Do I have it? No, you guys drank it all.
You try.
You keep giving it to Harshnag, and he keeps drinking it in like one drink.
Hey, Emery, you got that spell that makes things larger, right? Shake
Yeah.
your head yes. Because
People, but not stuff.
Because if you can make your stuff larger,
Hold on.
we may need a big goddamn batch of number 2.
I walk up to
I got
Hister.
an idea.
Are you telling me that he can make specific things larger?
It's more like people. He can change the size of them. I've
I
seen
mean,
it
I
do
guess
before.
technically I can make objects bigger too, but you know that seems like a waste of spells.
We have a
I'm gonna-
we have a
I'm gonna-
business.
I'm gonna-
We have a
I'm gonna-
business here. Here, Stutter. Here, Stutter. I grab both your pauldrons and shake them and go, if this is true, how many times can you do this a day?
Till I run out of spells.
How many would that be?
Today? Let's see. Actually,
spells do you want to use?
actually none unless I use my arcane recovery.
No, when you are fully rested. How many?
3.
Here, Stutter. We could change the lives of 3 people a day. We could end this world. This crazy adventuring life. We focus on just Dick. Nothing but it.
I was afraid that's what you were thinking of.
Yes, Johnson, the trouser snake. The purple-eyed yogurt slinger. All of it.
Mr. Mushroom Head. Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
3 of them. If we can specifically target it, we can change an entire population overnight. But yet, we want to come here to save the world. We could save the world 1 dick at a time right now, Easter. Think of this.
Who are you saving exactly?
I'm not Dr. Ruth. I can't change people's lives. I'm sorry.
It's
I
true.
can end them.
I don't know why they would.
If they can't have the conversation first anyway, they can't use the dick.
I mean, you know it only lasts like a minute, right?
This changes everything. Changes everything. Malaka! Malaka! These-
I mean, if you want to
You
feel better
need-
about
you
yourself
need to
for 1
study.
minute, I can take
Hey,
it, I can give it a
but
shot.
Hey,
but
listen, guys. This all plays into the plan. If you can make a big goddamn batch of beer, Chiquios can do his tea party. We can throw a soiree for these fucking cloud giants while Ruby over there is looking for the other half of the conch shell. They like to be partiers. They
Yes.
like to do the soiree thing. One thing I know about hanging out with Lord Roaring Horn is he knows how to throw a party. We throw the party. They come. She finds the shell. We're out of here.
You promised
Didn't
that
you say it only
giant,
lasts a
that dick.
minute?
What? We on different pages.
Doesn't the spell only last a minute? How does it make the extra drink?
He's the one making the beer. I don't care.
Yeah, I
Oh,
mean, it
just
only
make
lasts-
it. I thought
only
you meant
lasts a
use the
minute.
spell to make it bigger.
Maybe if we do it in the Fae and his little pocket dimension, it lasts longer. I don't know. I'm just throwing ideas out here because honestly, fighting a whole cloud's worth of cloud giants with a hint of Yansi Ben on the side really makes my fucking armor rust.
Maybe they could use some certain male enhancement. Eh?
What do you, Chiquios, it's a great idea when we're on the ground. What are you gonna do with giant dick? Make it giant dick?
I can
Everyone,
make it smaller.
everyone
Well,
wants
isn't it
giant
all relative?
dick. Mm.
Could you imagine what it would be like for a giant female for a giant dick?
Can you imagine what it would
Oh.
be like for you for giant its dick?
I'm not worried about me. Trust me. I'm fine. If I
Oh.
can
Are
find
you
my
interested
thing
in the
for it.
giant dick?
I mean, if you want to trade a giant dick for the conch shell, we can make that work, but we got to be out in a minute
Now we are thinking.
because, after a minute, they're going to know. Jigs up.
By the way, Mudcat, you got a 1d10 inspiration.
Yeah, I got it.
And I got lucky.
Yes, you did.
I'll be honest, I didn't know whether that was a derogatory message or
Oh.
in context. I was having to read up. Nope, you got lucky.
It's an
If it's 1 minute, it's not lucky.
innuendo.
Isn't it?
Lucky that it's over.
I hadn't seen who sent it yet. And I'm like, well, it hadn't been timed out yet. And it was added at me. I'm like, okay, yes, it's not. You actually just
Yeah,
got the lucky
I saw
feed.
the.
If you got
saw
a
the
big
card.
giant dick, let me search ya. All right.
Saw the card.
Yep.
Really interesting timing, though. Thanks. Thank you for the rest of chat of not saying anything else. I appreciate the respectfulness.
It's just me that's being a dick.
The one-time chat's not saying anything.
Yeah.
I appreciate
It's a
it. So thank
Christmas
you.
miracle.
I never even thought about it being interpreted that way.
That's where I was at. All right. Ruby, you head up to the navigational orb.
Mm-hmm.
He's put himself back together, his robes together again.
Hurry up, you look like a mess.
I certainly don't look like a mess anymore.
You
I
need
think
to
I
fix
look
your
very
comb over a
astute.
little bit.
Ew.
Do they let you dress like that when you're with other cloud giants? From what I hear, they're rather pretentious.
Well, yes. When was
Yes,
the last
but
time
they-
that you took a bath?
Oh, I don't. It's okay though. I smell very bad, but I'm okay with that. You don't seem very comfortable with it, or else you wouldn't be fixing yourself.
Come here. And I grab your hand and I slam it onto the edge of the navigational orb. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Let's go with this one. That is going to be an 18.
Great Scott! As it pulls on the strings of your brain, rocketed forward, you can once again see the constellations in the sky as you were guided. As it's not as awesome as you hope because you don't really have full control, but you are at least getting to witness like how it works.
Mm.
And at first, like, you're mildly disappointed at the very beginning, and
Yeah.
in your own brain you can hear Lord Roaringhorn telepathically talking to you, going, "You have the conch. You have the conch, right?"
I don't. Do I? No, I thought
How are we
somebody else
supposed to
had that.
focus on the conch if you don't have the conch?
That was in your bag of holding.
Oh yeah, that's right. I pull it out.
I need
But I have
you.
the bag of holding.
Oh, I thought I had a bag. Well, I don't have a bag of holding, but I have a bag.
You have the interdimensional butthole, I think.
No, I don't have the
For the
butthole.
sake of
No,
brevity.
I have the
For
interdimensional
the
butthole.
sake of fucking brevity.
Who has the butthole?
The butthole is 90s black hole.
Yes.
For the sake of brevity, we're gonna say that you have access to the conch.
Okay.
Hold on to the conch. We need you to hold on to the conch and concentrate. For God's sakes.
Okay, I'm ready.
It's full of electrolytes.
As his comb over flips up. I love it. This is getting the Bernie Sanders vibes. I'm not used to guiding with multiple people. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw, Ruby.
Oh, okay. That is going to be 17.
Like driver's ed from hell.
Appropriate.
That old cloud giant dusts off his teaching shoes and telepathically guides you back and forth as you bounce from constellation to constellation. I need you to roll one more time.
Okay.
One more wisdom saving throw.
That is going to be a 12.
A 12. While not fantastic, you've gained the ability to use a navigational orb on your own.
I can use the navigational orb.
That's what she said.
Before you know it, you come to a complete stop. As a tower lays suspended in the sky. What? What do we... We're not going any farther.
Maybe we're here.
Eh,
Wherever here is.
I'm gonna run down to the bottom. I did it. You are welcome. We have arrived. I've done it. You may thank me now.
It's funny, I thought Bahamut's home would be less cloudy. Oh, wait, we're not dead. Never mind.
I'm waiting your praise.
Let's find out where we are before I pat you on the fur, all right?
so... You guys all pour out to the very front.
I would like to lead because I'm confident that I've taken us to the right place. Somewhat arrogantly so.
Give me 1 second here. There it is. I have new tools.
That's never good for us.
Actually, this one's pretty cool. Can you guys see that on your screen?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes, it just popped up.
Oh yes.
What is this thing?
Wow, I love this handout.
We're normal.
What can I do with this?
Zoom in,
Wait, what just happened?
window in window, and close it. There we go.
Write this down.
Oh, it's pulling the wrong screen.
I like this new bougie roll 20 you've got.
You guys see a floating castle in the sky.
With
What
notes
looks like
only visible
multiple
to GM.
floors. Large pointing towers, white marble blocks.
I think I closed out of it.
You want me to bring it back?
Yeah, what happened there? There it is.
This place is beautiful. I've never seen anything like this.
Where have you brought us?
The place where the other shell is at.
Yeah,
That's all I
actually
know.
has no idea where you're at. It's only concentrated on the shell.
The shell
Well.
is here though, somewhere.
Could you use the same thing that brought us here to maybe help find the shell wherever it might be in this giant ass castle?
Can't just carry that giant orb around everywhere.
Wait, you use the orb?
Well, yes. That's why I was expecting some praise. That's not exactly easy to do.
You're still alive.
Well, I am impressive.
That is impressive.
Thank you. Finally, a little praise. I knew you were not the worst one here.
We all know that's Emery. Anyways, well, should we go exploring? See if we can't
Sure.
find that shell.
Oh, I'm going to put the conch shell, the part that I have, back in my bag. Kind of tuck it away. I don't want others to see it yet.
This should be interesting.
Go knock on the door. Announce us.
I'm gonna look for a door.
Pretend
Before-
I'm royalty and you're my servant. They'll respect me that way.
As I told you before, I will accompany.
Can
I
we all
won't.
pretend I'm royalty and you all bow to me?
still like my party idea.
Oh, we can still have a
It doesn't
party.
matter what your idea is. I'm just going to let you know that I have your back. But if she smarts off to me, so help me God, I will use my axe and I will split her fucking head.
Well, that's
Ooh.
very nice.
Ruby?
I said, duh.
Oh,
I
I
will
thought you
split
said
that
her.
fucking head.
I definitely thought he was talking
Oh.
about me.
You know,
No.
it's too late. It's too late for ideas. I'm gonna walk past him and go knock on the door.
Shit. All right, here we go.
So, as you guys can see on your handout,
Mm-hmm.
it's a massive, sprawling complex. As we have butted up next to it, I want you guys all to roll perception checks.
$13.
25.
6.
Everything.
All right. As you guide it in, you can see multiple things. There are gardens on top of the castle. You can definitely see the lick of some ballistas. There's no doubt about it. There are fortifications. You can also see that there seems to be a good amount of actually auxiliary guard. As the closer you can get, it's a well fortified compound. And they appear to be birdmen, Arakakra.
Be nice if we had ours.
Yeah, god damn it. Can I pull out my little speaking stone that I have? Like my cell stone. Naidi, where are you? How do I talk to Arakakra? Can you hear me? Is this thing working? Naidi! This stupid cell stone doesn't work.
No
He always gives me
response.
broken things. I tuck it away. He owes me this. Never going to let him live this down. Okay. It's fine. We've encountered them before. We know what to do.
Meanwhile, I'm walking up to whatever kind of door there is to knock on.
Emery, announce me.
No.
Please. I would really appreciate it.
I've already walked past you. I'm banging on the door.
No.
Hister actually is feeling bad for her for a moment. And here's her pleas. And
Emery's half debating announcing Hister as the royalty.
before you get a chance to, Hister steps out from the pack and shouts to the fucking tops of the towers. Ladies and gentlemen, Arakakra and giant alike, please make way for Her Royal Highness, Queen Ruby of the Fae. And I'm gonna bow down to her just ever so slightly.
I'm gonna
Meanwhile-
whisper out the corners of my mouth. Yes, sir. I owe you so much for this. Thank you.
Meanwhile, I'm banging on the door.
Play it up. Play it up.
I'm banging on the door. This is a terrible fucking idea. But I've already started pounding.
Just hit it harder until they answer the fucking door.
All right. Hister, I need you to make a performance check.
Thank God that's a high fucking number. Let's go. Okay, it's 12. Not buying that one.
Not necessarily. All right, Emery, what are you doing in the front?
I'm just pounding on the gate. My intention was just to knock, but now they've announced Ruby as the queen, so now I'm regally pounding on the gate. I don't know.
You're rapping.
Still just knocking on the gate. I guess I might I'm gonna pound, but after shenanigans, I'm gonna open up in the name of the queen.
Go ahead and roll a perception check.
Nat 20.
Let's
That's number 2
go.
for you tonight. Let's go.
Namesake dice. The OG namesake dice.
Is that why it hits so hard?
But it sounds like a fucking freight train.
As you guys begin rapping at the door, it swings wide open. As the first thing you see are 2 Aarakocras at the front of the gate. I want you to roll a perception check.
Didn't I just roll one? 13.
Everybody that's here, I am also with you guys.
$27.
Maybe it's just because you haven't seen Nighty in a while. It's just Aarakocra seems like an incredibly familiar face as you see it, but its plumage is completely different. It's tropical in nature. It's a very, very vibrant sky blue. At the same time, you can hear this processional of music. And it's strong. But you also hear these wails in the background. Just strong. Just echoes of pain.
What the fuck?
And then he'd just come to a stop. And the music intensifies. And the Aarakocra that are both standing in front with large blue plumage and their spears beckon you to go down a long pathway.
I'm going to walk up to the Aarakocra regally and say, as Queen Ruby's herald, I demand that you announce her to the court.
Go ahead and roll performance check.
God, I hope it's better than some of the fucking ones I've been rolling so far. That will be a 19.
Whoa.
19. It kind of bird cocks its head back and forth a couple of times. And begins to motion you guys down a long corridor. as you guys pass 2 buildings. Oh my God, this sounds like nightmare fuel. It's like 2 of them going off at the same time. Good God.
Merry-go-round.
Are there
Bombing into destruction.
I was like,
people around these corridors, or is it just empty pathway?
so I guess we're going to be a better look right now of exactly where you're at. As you guys step in, let's go ahead and pull this bad boy up. No, it's just not going to change. Sweet. Well, at least chat can now see what exactly the building looks like. Oh, okay, I guess it doesn't reset. Right. Learning new things.
This is really great since I have bad eyesight. I can read it really well.
Nope, it's not resetting.
You're not getting anything out of it yet.
Don't you worry.
Don't you worry about it.
Oh, yeah, I'm an idiot because I have to drag the player bar. Just because I can see it doesn't mean
There we
anybody
go.
else can.
I can
There
see
we go.
now. Okay.
So, like, this is just as we're walking, because he's now announced her as the queen, and he's asked her to herald. I have after we pass the Arakakras, I guess I'm leading the processional, so I'm taking long, weird strides, with lifting my leg up really high and then putting it way out in front of me. But as I'm doing that, I also have my flaming swords now out and fire dancing with my arms. as I'm taking these large steps, these weird, awkward, giant steps, and they're like crouch steps. I'm like lifting the leg up real high, but then like ending in a half lunge.
Amazing.
Yeah, the whole time just spinning swords.
And after you enter the main door, I need you guys to roll roll another perception check.
12.
Dirty 20.
Oh shit. That thing wigs out when I do that. It does not like that. We'll go ahead and use these sidebars. One person got a dirty 20?
That's me.
It is me. All right. So, as you guys, as Queen Ruby begins to make her way forward, the first thing you can see as you guys enter in is there's 2 guard houses in the front. And on those 2 guard houses, you can kind of peer in just a little bit as you make your way through. You can see that there are multiple ballistas actually focused out, looking. And if you can drop down, you can see a little bit of pillar. There are a handful of things that are redacted that you have not seen yet. But gliding in, you have seen the ballistas up at the top. You've seen that there are some cloud giants there. And just to put this in point of reference, that little speck is a giant.
Oh.
Okay.
Just to give you a scale, these blocks are 10 by 10s. They are not 5 by 5s.
Oh, damn.
Twice the distance.
As you guys walk in, you can also see 2 spinning air elementals just wisping around in a continual sprout that looks more of a performance, but you know better that 100% is something to take note of.
Hester gets a little chill up the back of his scales as we walk and see the arrow elementals. Fucking Yancy, man.
You guys continue to hear bellowing calls. And they abruptly end. These wails of pain that echo out. And I want you guys to roll a nature check. Hister, do so with advantage.
$14.
Nat 20.
15.
Don't need that shit. Let's go.
It's as good as it gets.
You know that those wails of pain are 100% draconic. So I'm gonna put you guys on this grid right now. Just as we make our way through. That's literally how tiny you are.
I don't even see us.
Yeah, there's this. Wow, it's so tiny. Can't even see it.
We're ants. We're so small, you can't even see us.
What is this? A cloud for ants?
Maybe.
All right. Let's get you off of that layer.
It needs to be at least 3 times bigger. They are tiny. How am I going to be able to? I have to zoom in a lot more.
No, we're gonna zoom in just a second. I just want to be zoomed out so
Wow.
people get a good impression of just the sheer size of this joint.
That's my token for the first time, and I can barely see it.
You can see it if you zoom all the way in.
I feel so small. Chiquios was right. Bigger boys do have more fun.
I'm not sure why you're talking this way, but I hate it.
Well, we gotta have the queen in front. Here we go.
Am I not still leading the procession?
This dumb walking.
Oh, you
sword
want
and
you
lunges?
okay? You're leading the procession.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there you go. That's the proper form right there.
Bada bang.
It's always important to have the entertainment and go first.
Now to
This is like a
zoom
very
in.
dumbed down version of when like Aladdin comes in to visit Jasmine for the first time.
And meanwhile,
My brain is
my
sad.
legs are
Oh, it's about to happen.
my legs feel like jello at this point, I think.
I hope we don't have to fight right after this.
So knowing what that sound is, I'm going to, under my breath, whisper in the comms. Whatever that is, it's draconic and it is not happy. And then immediately step back into herald mode. Bow before the greatness, warrior queen of the Fae, a tabaxi that has never known defeat. Queen Ruby walks among you. Pay homage, pay tribute. Know the greatness that bows and lies before you. Bow to your knees.
Yes. Yes.
Don't forget clad in fur.
I'll get there.
As you guys continue to make your way all the way up to the very front door, give me another performance check. I will assume that you were also helping with this, Mud.
Yeah.
That's 16.
Yeah, so you get advantage when he's helping. You get advantage with that.
That's 16. No, 16.
16. You guys continue as you draw closer to hear the music intensify as both of the very, very familiar but also strangely exotic blue Aarakocra swing open the door. You guys proceed to go down the hallway.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So we'll bounce out of this for a moment. As the door opens, you're greeted by a very large yet regal cloud giant. And for the first time, you guys are up close and personal with someone that looks much more put together than the bachelor old man that Zephyros is in his dotage. Fine clothing that seems to run the line between high society and water deep, and just a little bit of Persian flair. Just the most fine, ornate vest that you've ever seen. Lots of blues and turquoise. As you can see, plenty of white marble that adorns the entire room. Solitary, large gold hoop earring in one ear. Blown back hair that flows into a cloud, and a demeanor that looks like both business yet diplomacy.
I will rush up to him, head bound. My lord, may I present to you Queen, Warrior Queen of the Fae, Ruby Shore. Her traveling companions are Clown Jester, Emery, her healer, Chikios, and our knight. And I'm trying to... Sarah Harshnag.
Harshnag just clenches his jaw.
My name is Krasara. I am the Castellan of Lin Amar. Welcome.
Thank you for being such kind hosts and opening your doors to us.
You are very welcome. Lady, what is your name?
Ruby. You may call me Ruby.
Ruby. You follow me. The Countess Sansari is awaiting you in her chambers. She will be indeed interested in the guests that arrive via Cloud Castle. Such stature.
Thank you.
Follow me.
And I'll follow. I'll go ahead and start going. Trying to take very gentle, soft steps compared to my normal
And it's
clunkiness.
ridiculous.
Holy
shit.
It's ridiculous because this place is just massive. You feel like you're in Toy Story. Like, it's the fact that you even have this gentleman's attention feels off-putting in the first bit. You really do feel like a stranger in a strange land as you've made your way through these marble steps as you walk in, and it's immediately illuminated with light flickering back and forth. of these eternal flames. You walk down just an incredibly long and comfortable pasture. The one thing you can say is it's spared no expense. Tapestries align the walls. It's comfortable and elegant, and I have no idea how that just happened. Did you guys just hear a change in music?
It's
No.
still, you know,
Still the piano.
Okay, you guys still hear the proper piano?
yes.
Okay,
It's
that's
this
good.
fancy piano music.
I don't know how that just happened. I drag and dropped and shit happened. Yep, I was trying to clear a pathway so that when you come back through it again, you've seen it.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys can see what I've just revealed, correct?
Yes.
Awesome. And a long set of stairways, and with these being giant stairways, they're 4 foot by 4 foot. Stairs are difficult terrain. It literally, you have to scale them.
I'm gonna be okay.
You're fine, but it's still difficult.
I'm trying to keep it together, like pausing for a little bit, pretending to look back at the others while just trying to catch my own breath.
If you just take them down normal style, your knees will hurt like a son of a bitch. It's literally like jumping off retaining wall to retaining wall.
Oh, good.
After she gets up 2 steps, I'm going to, Sir Harshnag, please escort Our Lady up the stairs. Hinting that he should probably fucking pick her up and carry her up the fucking stairs.
I told you that I was going to shut my mouth and stand in the back.
We can still walk in the back.
I pick you up begrudgingly. And I hoist you up Macho Man Randy Savage style and place you on my palm. Like it's the chair, like it's a chair back.
Thank you. Ruby will cross her legs and kind of lean back comfortably.
Meanwhile, I'm trying to scale the stairs while still flinging flaming swords around.
I'm trying to help you up.
Go ahead and give me a big bad performance check.
But roll with advantage. I'm helping you on this shit. Come on, give him that at least.
What is that? 19.
Hey man, you were giving it your all, man.
Keeping it together.
You're keeping it together. Like it's you haven't quite had to put on this kind of show in a while. But eventually you guys are able to make your way down those steps. And you make a right. And you look out into this first chamber. You can see, you know what, I'll let everybody in on this one as I reveal it. Trying to make sure to reveal pieces as you go.
It's okay if you show us everything. An expo center.
You guys make your way down the steps into a large outdoor area on the back end where you can see multiple ballistas. You guys are able to make another right. That should have zoomed out, but it didn't. There we go. Sweet.
So we come out the middle one and we're taking the right staircase up.
Mm-hmm. You're taking a right staircase as Crescero is still leading you on. in this this journey through quite the castle at this point.
I come down the first set of stairs and go to the second set of stairs. I'm just gonna, oh fuck me.
As you go down another hallway that leads to another long hallway. This is all very important.
Meaning it's going to be near impossible for us to get out of here if we have to run away.
100%.
That's the lesson I'm taking from this.
Y'all gonna die.
Do not plan to leave anytime soon.
Now I could drag and drop all of you inside here on this side of the map.
Yeah. Give me all those layer actions.
I like how these squares are even tiled, so it looks even.
Trips it out even more.
These are even gianter giants.
Ruby, Chiquios, and I'll get you guys into formation here. Perfect. Yeah, I immediately sent them feedback on this. I was like, guys, you need a higher resolution on this map. You need higher, like, I like it, but this, this map, I'm used to higher resolution.
Just the details a little dull.
Little? Yeah.
You gotta zoom way in to see anything.
Yeah, you gotta zoom hard in. You need that vector filed out. So we're gonna assume that Harshnag has since dropped you to the ground.
Correct.
And let's see here. You were gesturing. Was this the formation that it had you guys in?
Emery's in the front.
I guess Emery is in the front.
Doing his lunges.
Doing my lunges, flipping the swords.
As you guys make your way into this solid white, just as far as the eye can see, white marble. The first thing that catches your attention is the different lapis stone that's laid out that has made its way into the tile work. It is absolutely a giant hole in the center of this room as you see 4 more of those Aarakocra positioned with their backs to that skywell. You see a large female sky giant across from you, hands crossed, notably holding out a mask, and a mask that has a very, very sour face on it. As very poignant armor, white long hair that's wisping out into a cloud, those celestial blue eyes.
As we enter the room, Hister's gonna lay it on for this last announcement. My most noblest of nobles, it is my honor, no, my duty, to present to you the warrior queen of the Feywild, Queen Ruby Shore.
Go ahead and make another performance check.
And as he does that, I'm finally gonna stop lunging and just like kneel in the front with the swords out.
That one will be a dirty.
Breathing
20.
real heavy.
With you aiding, that will be rolling with advantage.
Dirty 20. The other was a 12, so we're good.
There we go. Nicely done.
Oh, and at this point, Crisaro.
Jesus Christ.
He's massive.
That guy looks like a Crisaro.
Sorry, he's a little.
Is that just big enough so that we
No.
He
can...
looks like he's from Jersey.
He's not that big. He's not that big. The copy and paste from a standard map.
Yo, what the fuck you doing on our cloud here?
It's,
Hey,
it's
hey.
fucking Johnny Stone. Hey. Before we get to this, do you guys want to go ahead and take your break real quick?
Yes.
Yeah,
Sure. Yes,
now
that
would be a
sounds
great time.
Yeah.
Sorry, I've been manipulating maps so much. Has anything else come in on stream loots, guys? Let me know. I need to know because I've been fucking with maps hardcore. All right, good deal, good deal. What's our total card count at? We're at 40. Yeah, if I missed a bunch of them, does the cast know? As long as the cast know and they picked them up, that's what's important. Troll.
Do not troll me so hard.
Ever just develop voices on the fly? Alfonso with diarrhea.
Sorry, just had to double check that I had the setting right. Oh my god. Chat's like, no volume! Mute! It's mute! No. Just making sure that voice is still pulled up.
Just getting it tuned up. You want to go take care of business? I'll sit with chat.
Kind of good.
All right, good. Hey, you know what? Sometimes I get a chance to pee in a bucket while I'm on stream. Damn it, I could not break you even in the mid swallow. Son of a bitch, that guy's a pro.
That's a pro, man.
That's a guy who has survived fraternity, who has survived college.
It's because I had a big old plate of pulled pork earlier. Oh man. What am I gonna do right now? That and this is not the first growler of the day. We're on number 2.
Yeehaw.
Yeehaw is right. That's a man who's pissed and fucking.
Hey, you said it. I just laughed at it.
By the way, I'm totally impressed with you guys not sneaking in for once and just owned it. You rolled up in a cloud castle, and so far
We're just going for it.
you made your way.
Hey, talk about something that was totally just improvised and pulled right out of our asses. This isn't how I wanted to go in, but this is how we're going. Thanks,
So,
Emery.
can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, my computer is like shitting the bed right now.
Yeah, I just said you
your
just
audio is fine and your video is fine, so
Yeah.
don't fucking touch it.
Lagging out like hard.
Never mind, he touched it.
He touched it. He touched it, chat.
This is what happens when you touch it.
I told you I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to play like I was royal and regal, and you made me. You're doing a good job. Don't worry about it. You sound so much sexier.
Oh no!
This is how I
Malaka!
sound.
Malaka! Malaka!
I don't know what's happening right now.
You falling
Yes.
apart, son.
Is it offline?
Yeah, you're offline and your
Yeah.
crew comp is dead.
All right, let me restart my PC.
We no longer see you, but I want you to know that if that enlarge spell actually works for longer than a minute, I would like to have a conversation with you. Malaka.
You need that help?
Hold on. Does it voice it? If I hit the voice effect button, does it over apply like that?
No, that was me.
Malaka!
You got me all excited.
That's the idea now, isn't it, Malaka?
Malaka. 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 I don't know what that means, Chiquios, but I want to say it. Malaka. Malaka. This is what has got us demonetized on YouTube.
Shouting Malaka at the top of our lungs.
Well, it wasn't exactly Malaka. We were really filthy that episode. Amazing. Guys, we're just waiting for Mud to load back in.
He's suffering.
Oh my god.
Man, totally loaded, bro.
I spent an extra 15 to 20 minutes because it was like, all the scenes are gone. What did I do? And I'm just an idiot. I accidentally copied Game of Saving Throws into a second file and I loaded it in and I was like, none of my changes are done. Oh, I hate my life.
Ouch.
Yeah.
But at least you realized what was going on and that you aren't going.
I don't know. It's probably just as bad.
We're back.
All right. Let me invite you to the Sava. It's all right. We're just listening to music as if we were eating hors d'oeuvres in Versailles.
100%. Let them eat cake.
I feel very special.
There he is.
I do really like fancy parties.
Oh, so there's
You and me both.
I like fancy parties a lot. Maybe because I'm always the one that they know is not going to be so fancy. If you're expected to be in the
Bring
Garth
some
Brooks
life to
position. Boom. Now we're missing a wild radio.
I hear.
He's out there.
alive.
He's just looking for that long lost cricket.
Yeah, actually, I was kicking shit in the back. It started up again, and I'm trying to silence that fucker.
I haven't heard him, so it's good.
I did. I want to stop him now. Son of a bitch. I'll get you, you asshole. I might be acting high society, but damn it. About as redneck as they come.
All right, so we just had that last performance roll.
Yep.
I introduce you to the Countess Sansuri. Welcome to Lynn Amar.
How do I spell that?
L-Y-N-A-M-R. Double fucking A-M. Just like your handout says.
Oh, her name?
No.
Oh, her name? It is
Yeah, I was like,
Countess
this doesn't sound
Sansuri.
anything like what you just said. Like, hold on, that's not what you. How do these letters make that sound? Okay, how do I spell her name?
You should be able to see her nameplate, but for some reason you don't.
Yeah,
It's Sansuri.
Suri. Sansuri. Got it. Countess Sansuri. Thank you. I can read that one. Thank you.
As a Castellion, I so welcome you into our innermost chambers. as guests, distinguished, traveling on your own cloud castle. She has retrieved a court and would like to see your presence.
I go ahead and I step forward right in front of Emery.
Who is
Countess.
breathing heavily.
Thank you so much for allowing us to be here.
And also, just to let you know, you do have control of your tokens right now.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
She just kind of bobs her head.
We have never
Listening
seen a
to music.
castle like this before. It is beautiful, hidden among the clouds. And we were lucky to stumble across such a find.
Welcome, welcome, welcome to Lin Amra. What brings you in the presence of guiding amongst the clouds? The
We have
fortune to run into our estate.
We have sought haven above, because down below, as you might know, there is turmoil among the giants, and it is wreaking havoc on everything.
Oh, there is nothing but upheaval.
Have you been affected by it as well?
As all giants have been affected since King Hackadan has gone missing.
I have heard such rumors, but I have not heard of any clues as to where he's gone.
It doesn't matter where he's gone. And frankly, I don't care. I couldn't care less. So,
Do tell me why.
for our guests, wine. We have much to celebrate.
And what is the occasion? I look forward to drinking to it.
What? Complete and clear domination of the sky. That's... We were given the God-granted gift to be able to soar among the common. And here we are, nestled looking at the rest of these ground dwellers. I can't imagine what it feels like to have to live, breathe, and rest amongst the land. Ugh. Costero! Get the staff here.
Yes, you mentioned wine, right? Yes. I think I will need
As-
some.
A couple of bumbling ogres come and make their way through and make sure that everyone is poured a fresh glass of wine. As you do, Chikios looks over his shoulder over at Hister. And Emery, it's just good. Like, just not bad.
I'm gonna mumble.
Don't drink until Rugby does. It's bad form.
I hold my glass up. May you always find peace in your sky.
May we also become the ones that inherit the rest of this earth. Cheers.
Cheers. And Ruby's gonna just finish her glass.
And as Ruby does that, Hister is going to lift up and finish his glass.
To a long success. And
How much-
our victory.
I want you to make a perception check.
Me?
Everyone inside that room.
14.
19.
16.
All right. 19 for me. Collectively, as you guys scan the room, you notice one thing that's very odd. One, there are two very, very large statues of giants within. Maybe that's not the most odd thing about the room, but they all have large spears and shoulders, and it's all done in a way that looks very, what could you say, imperial. Large mithril tipped spears. The countess is holding one. It's very odd that she's extending out this long mask with a sour face on it, and she goes from speaking with it on to not speaking it with on. But at the same time, there's one thing, as you guys all look up and focus up over her altar, that draws your attention. And you haven't really noticed it now. It's been on the tip of your tongue the entire time. It's just something that looks so strange about these Aarakocra. And as you look up over the top of her throne is a large taxidermied Aarakocra. And as you look up, you see the distinct pattern of your friend. You 100% know that's Nightcock. Taxidermied on the wall, life removed. The same spots on his plumage. You do a double take. You look, and you can see all of these blue Aarakocra have the same spots. And you realize the familiarity at this point. Your friend looks very, very dead on display above her altar.
Ruby grips her wine glass so hard that it shatters.
My lady needs more wine.
Excuse me. Your wine must be just a little bit stronger than I'm used to up here. Perhaps it's the altitude.
It appears as the only strong one is you.
Well, thank you for noticing.
I couldn't help notice with all of your eyes gravitating up above me.
It is a very arresting figure.
It's remarkable. Can you see its plumage? I have never seen anything quite like it before. Till the day that it arrived as a gift.
A gift? Who gives such things?
And as you look, you can see the back of her armored dress are all Nightcock's feathers. Pulled around, wrapping around her neck. It was my wonderful friend, Yanisi.
Oh. I see.
What a
The
wonderful
Yanisi
gift from the
friend.
Lord of Air.
Of course.
And I couldn't resist. They looked, when he presented me with his gift, I couldn't resist. I was so taken back by his beauty and plumage. I had to make more of him. I had to honor his beauty. See that in all these Arakakra simuli that I have created. It's gorgeous. I've made my modifications. I've made them look more aligned. Just a little more Cloud-esque. But all the spots are still there. They're all still there. And she tips one of her glasses back. I have...
And are they alive at all?
Oh, they're very much alive. She steps down and begins to pet the back of the head of the one that she's next to. Oh, they're very loyal. Undenying loyal.
I see. Are they just in awe of your great power, or?
Well, of course, they do serve me, Ruby. Of course they do. Like most things should. Something you would understand. A sky dweller.
My subjects know their place, yes. And I know my responsibility to them as well.
2 drops of blood hit the ground as Chikios has clenched his fist as hard as he can, where he's started to draw blood.
Sansuri, I am not one for chit-chat. I respect your time. And mine even more. There is turmoil, and I wish to help restore the Sky Giants. I found my comfort up here. I'd like to, extend my support. Unfortunately, my research has led me to a particular object that I am in need of. You see, I am requiring 2 conch shell pieces. And I haven't got one yet. And I'm beginning my journey. Rumor has it, the first is here. If I can acquire that and gain your support, what? Those ridiculous stone giants, we could just take it from them. I'm tired of fighting, of ruining our lives. I've made my request.
And just would you want to assimilate the conch of teleportation, child?
I require it. isn't
Why would
necessary
someone of your stature require the conch of teleportation?
It is something our studies have identified.
Your
Each one
studies.
here in my court. Well, we're more than just here on our mission. We seek to maintain our goal and to achieve it. There's a particular object that we require.
Just what is your
And in
goal?
order to get to it, to restore the order that we desire, the conch is needed.
And why would any of you, someone who's obviously imprisoned, disgusting frost giant, one who has gained the ability to see worlds and dimensions, you've come so far as small folk. Why would the ordinary ever be of any interest to you? It's obviously
grown
not your
accustomed.
place.
My place was never even here in the sky, and yet here I am. It is I who determine where I should. Do you not determine that this is your castle?
I was given this God-given right. Of course, this is my castle. And I intend to deal with the ordering as I have dealt before. But yes, now that I understand you have not come here, pledge your fealty to my cause. That you want to restore some sort of state of how things were before,
As
as
the
if they
sky
were good
giant.
before.
Yes.
Do you even know what they were before? Go ahead and roll
I
a
know that-
perception check. Or not a perception check. I want you to roll a persuasion check.
Okay. That's a nat 20.
Get it, girl.
Get it. Get it.
Do not question me in my knowledge of what I know and no.
I
How
could.
dare you speak to me like that when you do not know who I am and how I have gotten to this position? You were gifted this in your God-given right. I have fought for mine. I will tell you this to not stand in my way. I will allow you to live and to continue this luxurious lifestyle.
There are no doubt you are a warrior. There are many people I would instantly send back to the earth. Through the sky portal. But I understand anyone that is of your size and stature, small folk, been able to get yourself here. You're no doubt a formidable foe. But I can't give you what you want. I will be more than clear. I've been scanning the skies for months. This ordering, this broken system, it is ours for the taking, and the sky shall inherit it. And when we do, you will no doubt reap those benefits. You will become one of our own sky children. It's here. Your spot above the rest of the mortals, looking down on an earth that dwells in its own filth. seem to be at a great position. But I cannot give you the other half of the conch shell. I cannot do that. I will need it myself.
Do you even have it?
You come into my court as if I don't?
Show me differently.
And just
Are
what,
you not the
and
countess?
just what do you intend to do with it if I show you?
Simply to see if you are telling the truth. If you are the true countess.
I
Who's
don't even
rumored
know
to
who
have
you
it.
are. It's the first time I've extended my own wine in my court. And you come in making demands? And then you dare to threaten me in my own home. We don't have company so much. And I try. Cristero tells me to be nicer when they come in. She puts the mask back over her face. And this is what I get for being nice. I get demands. Oh, if you must. She extends the hand out. You can see the half of the conch. Arcane and ethereal, blue to navy wisps that pour out. And it immediately goes back into her possession.
I'm sorry to have doubted you. Perhaps my herald will speak better on my behalf. I am one of action, not of diplomacy.
My lady is tired. Perhaps we might have respite within your glorious castle.
We are so far from respite. We have many things to talk about before we can consider shelter. You have arrived in your own castle. Why would you ever want to demand an instant stay in my castle?
Well, I thought it was
Mister?
beautiful.
I want you to roll a persuasion check or deception, either one that is better for you.
I'm gonna do persuasion. It's gonna be 23.
It is your time to answer.
My lady, apologies on your assumption. We have heard many things about the glory of this wonderful keep.
But just what have you heard of Leonard Amra? What have you
Word
heard of
travels
me?
from
Dragonborn.
Waterdeep to Nightstone of how glorious your manor is and how wonderfully you keep company here.
You hear the bellows of pain echoing through the chamber somewhere. As it rings. You can see the countess look back over at Cristero, make a look as he just nods his head and he exits. through the chamber. I need Hister, Chikios, and Emery all to roll perception checks.
12.
Shit. 10.
It's an average. All you got to do is get everybody average above 10. You're good. You see him, you see Crisaro go south.
I'm going to volunteer. My lady, is that perhaps something that I can help him with?
You do not need to concern our issues. Those are matters of the estate.
Yes. I was just offering my services if they were needed.
I will let you know. Small folk.
Yes, ma'am.
As I've told you, it is my intention to continue to scan this land, to find the artifacts that we've been looking for, to claim our spot in the audience above these storm giants. Let once again everyone that has ruled the skies truly rule them. They will be ours. We have acquired a few of those artifacts. Small towns. Nothing important. What impressive items. You'd be surprised what these tiny folk have at their dispense. I can remember one town. Absolute shithole. One that had no idea the power that it wielded. A giant crystal among it. Simple sweet potato farmers. Town guard probably couldn't even write its own name. We raised that city in minutes. Didn't take long. It wasn't hard. But it's paid off to be one of our most phenomenal artifacts that we could have ever gained. I can just remember seeing these pathetic men crying up on the edge of their keep as they held in their own castle and they didn't defend their own city. They sat there with their swords down and we took everything from them. This is the world that we have to take from. Despicable, just a joker. They are the first, but they won't be the last. I will scan the skies. I will find the artifacts necessary.
What artifacts do you have?
Plenty.
Do you have the Ring of Heaven's Wrath? I'm totally BSing right now. No idea if that's a thing. I really hope not. 'Cause I'm totally.
I'll as she says that I will I'll put my swords away and I'm standing in the back. I will take off my ring of featherfall and rush it up to Ruby and present her the ring. Like, hold it out.
I was meaning that's the ring we're searching for, you idiot.
Oh, I thought you had it.
You can retcon.
No.
It's fine.
That's fine.
That's the one we're going to get the conch shell with.
Well, then I don't do anything. I just stand there. Good for
You
me.
can support me in this.
You have our support, Queen Ruby.
Go ahead and roll a deception check if it's an outright lie.
It is. Okay. That is a 30.
What is this ring that you speak of? And how could it aid us in, sky dominance?
Are you not the sky giant? Have you not heard of your own legendary ring? Crafted of old
No.
to bring fire down from above.
How many
To
years?
destroy all that touches it.
What generation was it wielded? What was the population that created this ring? What does it do?
One of
I
the
am
oldest.
very curious.
That is why we must find it.
You must find it. What does it do? And she
It is
steps
meant to
forward
rain
and goes
down.
directly towards you. Warrior princess, please do elaborate. These are things that could help the cause. I'm so curious.
It is a dangerous weapon. Ancient texts have indicated it is hidden away, but is meant to rain down terrible things from the sky that no man or beast or giant can withstand. It destroys all and leaves nothing behind. But those in the sky will be fine. We could destroy all below.
And just where do you think this ring is?
We have some ideas, which is why I need the conch to find it. I do not have it. It's not permissible. But here's the catch that's particularly difficult about it. It is rumored to be in a very hidden cave. I'm trying to remember our name for it. Emery, you remember that text? What was the name of the cave? See if you can remember from the old text. But it was the challenge, which is why we were drawn to it.
Roll a
You see?
deception check on whatever you say.
Cool. You see, the challenge is in this cave, the reason it was hidden there, because it wields such great trauma, was that it was kept in a very small pocket in the earth, so that no giant could get to it. Fortunately, I am no giant. Okay, let's see if this. I've got luck just in case if I need it. Nope, it's a nat 20. Okay.
Good.
Thank God. There's
This
a ring of heaven's wrath.
ring of heaven's wrath. This sounds like a wonderful support for what we're doing here. I think we can make a great partnership.
You might be correct.
If you were able to find this ring of the heaven's wrath,
Mm-hmm.
I would love for you to join us. Our descent of smashing the ordering. Oh yes, you are. she leans down and pets the head of the Aarakocra that looks very much like Nighthawk. Yes. We would very much like you to assist in our full assault.
Thank you.
Just one more thing. What sky giant did you kill to gain that floating chariot in the sky?
I did not bother to learn his name. It is not in my nature to learn the names of those who are weaker than me.
Oh, really? As she pulls out a telescope. And spins back around in her chamber. And goes out towards one of the windows. Oh, he looks very alive. I can see him near his navigation orb.
He is there, but that is not his.
Oh, but you said you just killed him.
That is not the one I killed.
Oh, is it not?
It is not. I already have one giant that I've brought here to you. Do you think I would not have brought a second? Do you not think I employ many giants under my skill?
Roll a persuasion check.
I'm so glad these are really high for me. Because that is going to be an 18.
And just how have you small folk been able to do so much in so little? I'm impressed. And no doubt.
As my herald has indicated,
Why?
I am not one for long stories. And I am quite old. And how I've gotten here is a journey.
Yes,
Unless you are vetting me, do not think that I have to share every explanation of who I am.
you will share every explanation of any question that I deliver inside my court. You will not speak to me in that manner.
That is
I don't
fine.
care
Then I will
how
not speak to you in your
persuasive
court.
that you can be. You are still within my court.
I will take
And you
my
will
leave
speak to
then.
me as such. Croissant!
Good luck finding the ring without us.
I do not have to go after any said ring. As Crisaro makes his way back in to the court and makes a nod to the lady. I am impressed by your story. I am no doubt. But you will respect the dominance of the Sky Giants.
I have traveled far, and as my herald has exhausted, and yet you continue to make demands of us without offering us any respite. How do you expect us to continue with this interrogation and yet offer a promise of allies? You're hypocritical in your actions.
Don't count me a hypocrite. I have the control of multiple giants within my own premise. I have rained
I
down
believe
terror
you.
on most of the world.
And I believe you.
Don't
and that
threaten
is
me.
fine.
I am not scared of what you have brought here. You have an old man in his dotage on his navigation orb that can barely put himself together. And you have a frost giant behind you that has seen his best days.
That is fine. And I will take my leave with. I make no threats to you. But you have made demands of me, and I do not.
Oh, there's no
You call
leaving.
me ally and then do not treat
There
me
is
as
no leaving after this. You have considerable information. She sets her wine glass down to the side. Well, I 100% believe you. You know where this ring of the wrath of the heavens is. I think that we'll just have to have you cooperate with us and tell us where it is.
You have not offered me.
Crisaro,
anything.
close the gate.
Harshnag, do not let that happen. We are trying to be
As there's
amicable
a
guests.
standoff
If you choose
at the
to make
door.
this hostile, it is your choice. But you will be the one initiating that, not I.
Small one, I can take what I want. And if it is true, what did you say? And I'll have no time extracting that little piece of information from your small brain. You've come far. You really have.
I look at Crisero. Didn't you mention she was struggling with the guests? Do you really think that you are helping her by allowing her to act in such way?
Do not speak to my Castellan.
It would be best if you curbed whatever recent attitudes you have possessed against the estate of Lynn Amar.
She doesn't respect you, does she?
You have no idea what the Countess has done for me. Not a clue. And I'll be going through this passage. If your god touches me, there will be an issue. I will be taking my leave to my post now, and I hope that you will respect that.
And what? Stay prisoner here? Do you think I would gladly accept a position like that?
There was no such talk until you became so aggressive.
Istor? Do you think we are the kind of individuals to stay here and take this?
Fuck no. I'm gonna reach back and I'm gonna grab my fucking frost giant axe and I'm gonna swing it right into fucking Crisario's back.
Thank you. Thank you.
At the same time, I'm gonna cast Reduce on him.
All right.
Since she's
all right.
right here, can I reach out and try to curse her?
Gonna reach out and try to what?
Curse. I'm going to bestow curse on her.
Okay. You guys are all gonna do this at the same time. All right. Hister. Go ahead and roll to attack. Oh my god, I really thought you guys were gonna get after me. You're so close.
But then we wouldn't have the shell.
I don't know. You guys would have become a little evil for a little bit. You would have had to do some bad shit.
It's a 19 to hit.
I really did. I thought it was like, dude, they're gonna do some bad shit. Let me.
Please tell me a 19 hits.
So,
By the way, great rolls, great improv. It was awesome.
did we ever heal from the last time?
You guys are all topped off.
Okay, good.
full long rest.
God, we all have
No.
our temporary help.
I want that
Chiquio's
scene
with
in
us, too.
artwork so bad.
Kick her in the nards.
Oh my god, I gotta get the. I'm a grown ass man. I can't spell Aarakocra when I need to.
It's fucking Aarakocra.
I was just waiting for you to go further down the no one can get to it but us route. Never quite got there.
Hey, you did excellent for an item that doesn't exist.
Thank you.
Pretty badass.
Anybody else would have been fucked up many a times, but that's Bard shit right there. That's some Bard shit.
I have high persuasion and deception.
You're like 30.
Bravo.
You did. By the way, you did best when I got to go out and look. I loved it when I was like, "All right, I'm gonna get you on your feet now."
God, I know. As soon as you went there, I'm
Oh,
like,
it was so
it's gonna
good.
be in the window.
You did fucking phenomenal. You guys still had to. Diplomacy was still very much on the table.
But she's an awful bitch.
She is an awful bitch. I'm glad we're gonna fucking take it into her.
God, I can't stand her. God damn it.
I'm
She's the worst.
surprised that you have
Stayed
made it this long. Where you have stuffed nighty in front of you.
Yeah, that was a. We'll talk about that after this. Stay for spell.
Yeah.
Dude, I
Yep.
swear to God,
Shaking from anger.
this thing is not pulling up fucking Aarakocra. I don't know why. Give me just 1 second. I'm sorry. It's not pulling it up.
Perfect. Gives me an extra beat to run to the bathroom.
Yeah, go ahead and make a run if any of you guys need to while I pull up these. Because I wasn't. I honestly, I thought I was like, I think you guys are gonna get out of it. You're gonna have to do some things that you don't want to, but. Glad you guys enjoyed the scene. It was great.
Ugh, I'm shaking from that. Ugh. Yeah, is there any way we can't resurrect Nighty? He's dead. I called him too. God damn it.
I know, dude. That I couldn't fucking believe. And I don't think he's still here. He was in the chat earlier. We rolled the dice. We rolled it on it. And he went solo on Yan.
God damn it. God.
We
That
rolled
was a
on it.
fucking dice roll.
Yeah,
That
we
was a
rolled.
goddamn dice roll.
Now we rolled on it. What he was gonna do. We rolled on it.
Stuffed bird.
And he. The stakes were high. Oh my god, I'm a fucking idiot the whole time. It's double A. God,
Yeah.
that's what fucked me the whole time. I'm sitting here going, what does this mean? What does it mean?
I was about to send it to you. I was like, it's right here.
Why?
What's in the
I
box?
typed it fucking 8 times, dude. I'm like, what? Why? Why is this not coming up? Right. Now I'm going to use the restroom before this, all right? I'll be right back.
Do it.
I'm so nervous and scared. She's gonna be a fucking asshole.
Oh well, you know she's got the power of making shit up. So I mean, she could probably spawn endless fucking Aarakocra.
That's what I'm worried about. There's no way we could change the air either because they're loyal for some stupid reason.
Well, it's because they're her fucking lackeys. Dude, oh my god. Talk about the ultimate fucking villain. What a companion to fucking Yancy Ben in this fucking campaign.
That's like an evil sister or something.
Well, evil, twisted fucking sister, man.
God damn it.
I can't.
The question is, once we beat her, who gets the cloak made of nightcock?
You'd be lucky if history doesn't fucking burn it. It took every fucking bit he had to play on with the fucking part.
I know. I was like,
Literally, in that moment in his head, it was play on or do what we did in the fucking fields when the goddamn ogre grabbed my axe. It says my axe wasn't in peril. Literally, Hister went towards fuck it, he's dead, play on with it.
mm-hmm. It's trying hard not to make eye contact with it, especially because she's so fucking proud of it too.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
God.
what a wench. What a fucking wench.
Ugh. God. It took a lot not to just attack right then and there. I thought you would.
No, as soon as you gave me the fucking signal, that was my point. The fucking axe was primed and ready.
Yes, I was like, good. I hope he gets this.
I know I've got the reach because I've got pole arm and I've got fucking a 10-foot reach on the fucking axe, so I could hit him from 20, no problem.
We're ready for this. We have to be.
Oh, before you did that, before you attacked, I was gonna like just reduce his size so Harshnag could stop him easy. But
What do you think?
Hey,
Do
you
think
reduce the
she's
size,
really-
it takes hit points down. Fucking
You think
if
she
you make him
has high
smaller,
wisdom?
it hurts more.
it actually doesn't. I don't think.
Do you think she has high wisdom? Because if so, I might go with blindness or deafness instead.
Don't know.
Wisdom does what?
I can't remember. She seems smart. The higher level giants seem smarter.
She probably has a decent amount of wisdom considering what she is.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna switch to blindness. Yeah,
No,
that's what I
go
was
with-
thinking.
Go with your gut.
I think I'm gonna go to blindness. I'd like to try to blind her instead. That one
You said
actually
I-
worked.
No table talk. What are you guys doing? Get out of here.
At least
Sorry,
I don't
I'm
have to be
thinking
your
out loud.
herald anymore. I can put away my fucking what's his name from Knight's Tale.
Say whatever you
Jeffrey
want.
Chaucer.
Yeah, but
Yes.
you rock that. Heck of an announcement.
Truly, that was the Chaucer inspiration.
Yeah, you do. Those that guy had some phenomenal intro.
Oh, DT. That is a 100% possibility if that's Tormund, man.
Oh
Oh, or even if it's not Tormund, even if it's Dominus. Woo! Woo! Oh my God!
no. Guys, I'm just so scared right now.
The protector of Italian virginity.
Yeah, for a second there, I was gonna go down that route,
Go
and
for
I stopped
it.
myself because I
Good
knew
eye.
it was gonna get stupid, and I had to be ready, and I wasn't. My Chaucer was not strong tonight.
RoBear, we're nervous. We're very nervous.
I've enjoyed listening to all of it.
Of course you have.
Can't sit still. And we're not going to be able to get through this fight tonight. I know it.
Oh no,
Oh no, good. We're gonna barely start this fight.
Do
Sure
you
we
see
can.
the scope of the place? I made sure to elaborate on just how big
Yeah.
this place is, how grand it is. I removed the actual squares in here because we're using the official D&D map for the first time. I've never used the official one. This is the real map. Big joint.
Yeah, no shit.
All right. So we'll go with Hister's action first. At the Castellion.
Yep.
You were throwing?
Oh, I got the reach. I can hit him with my fucking axe.
You don't have the reach. Where you're standing right now? You don't.
Where's my goddamn measuring tool?
Oh, because everything's so much further right
You're
now.
further. The measuring tool is not accurate. It's double everything. You're on a giant map. You're
These are still 10 by 10,
5'10".
right?
15. You're 20 feet away. You can get to him over here. It's fine. You just have to move. You can still.
Fuck. Yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna move and I'm gonna strike.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. You're still doing this all in surprise.
Yeah.
Oh, Duke of Loose in the house. What up, Duke? My dude. All right.
All right. So, first one was I rolled a 19 to hit. That's my +2. That'll be 21.
19, 21
Yeah.
does hit.
All right. So that is going to be just as a. Yeah. Oh yeah.
So I'm letting you guys all do this as a surprise round, not taking initiative. I'm going to let you all do what you want to do.
Okay.
That strike at him will do 22 points slashing damage. And that counts for the 1d6 of cold. Because I figured we're up in the clouds. It's cold, right?
It's true.
Minus 22 points.
There we go. Do I get to take another swing at him?
No.
Okay. Do I get a bonus action?
No.
Okay. I'm just asking.
Yeah.
All right. The rest of you guys, what are you guys doing?
I've cast Reduce on him. Got to make a Constitution save 15, I think.
Man, I wish we would have got to it a little bit earlier. 90 was in here, by the way.
Dang it.
25.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Like I said, we rolled on it.
Oh.
This was all outside of this game, and unfortunately, dice were not in his favor. And not in his favor in a very, very bad way for what he wanted to do, and we did it. And this were the consequences. He tried to be heroic, to do something for you.
Poor guy.
All right.
Is it my turn?
Enlarge does not work. It is your action here before we start collecting an initiative.
Okay, I'm gonna switch it up since she's further away. I'm gonna do blindness, deafness instead. Constitution saving throw.
You can use whatever you want. I mean,
Yeah, let's just go with that. I'm gonna try to blind her.
Good luck on that Constitution saving throw.
Isn't the other one wisdom? I don't know. I'm gonna go for it.
do what you want to do.
Are we waiting on me?
No,
I didn't make a
17.
sorry, I was getting the
Okay.
initiative order to put together. Constitution saving throw for Sansari.
Yeah.
Ooh,
You need to be a
Fuck.
15.
it's a plus 10. I'll be honest with you right now. Yeah, it's 17.
Okay. Okay. All right. She wins.
This is a. I will. Before the rest of this, I will say you were messing with a very intelligent, evil individual.
Great.
Probably him never. This would be is what Randy thought his intelligence level was. Randy was technically very brilliant, but Randy was never this evil.
Okay.
Malaka! All right, go ahead, roll those initiatives you guys have struck.
Here we go.
22.
Damn. It's only 18. 18 for me, 16 for you.
Just hold on to that number. God, that was so fun. You normally don't get like maximum charisma score people to go off against each other. It's fucking great. You were awesome.
I was very nervous.
You were so good. I really thought you. I'm actually very surprised.
Thank you.
I'm very surprised that we're actually even in battle. I thought thought you guys were gonna make a very awful pact.
That's almost did. I feel like we almost did.
It was going that way. Hister, what's your number?
I am 18.
Jiggy baby.
Rolo.
Emery.
16.
All right. And so it begins. The Battle of Lenarmral. Mr. Faust.
shaking.
Bring the pain.
After that surprise round, it is your turn.
Woo! Let's go. First thing after that surprise swipe, Hister is fucking livid, and it's going to take it out on the goddamn giant in front of him. So the first thing he does after he draws his axe out of the back of him is he whispers something in Draconic and casts Hunter's Mark on that fucking guy right there.
Good
Wait.
question. Where am I in the initiative?
You're not.
What'd you roll?
22.
Oh,
All right, you were not
Sorry
first.
to take your energy. You were doing really well, but I thought like, hey,
I'm going to park it. Go ahead and do your thing.
just hold on to it. Hold on to that and be like,
We'll pick up where we left off
That's
after
right.
Hister.
thank you. Thank you. Okay.
I guess.
It's not my fault. It's not my fault.
You said you're 24, Ruby?
22.
22. Got it.
22. Yes.
All right. Roll that beautiful bean footage. What you gonna do?
I am first going to start with the defensive flourish attack on her. So let's see if we hit. 22.
22 hits.
Okay. Okay. Let me start adding stuff.
Oh my god, I have all this data inside these tokens now. This is fucking amazing.
I can actually see it now.
I love it. I can actually see names. It's nice.
I can see things.
Yeah, we're
I see dead people.
trying to get better at what we do.
Okay.
Why I keep drinking.
that. That is going to be.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry, no, you're okay.
No, that was I'm riffing off Radio's fart. It's cool.
That is going to be 14 points of damage.
All right, 14 points of damage with your defensive flourish. All right.
And then I'm going to take my second attack with my other blade. Ooh, that's going to be 17 to hit.
17 will hit.
Oh, thank God. Okay, that's with this one. Wait. And that is going to be 8 points of damage with that one.
All right.
And since it's defensive and I use my bardic inspiration die, that extra die goes to my AC until the start of my next turn. Okay, that's my turn. I'm not gonna move.
Histofaust.
Perfect. Last we left off with Hister. He was pointing and whispering, which is in Draconic, in the flames of Bahamut, you are concerned, casting his hunter's mark on Grisario, then gripping both hands on his axe with a great weapon master attack. He swings. Dun dun dun.
By the way, I just want to remind everyone, because we've been unlocked in negotiations for a long time. This is literally the moon portal from Game of Saving Throws, or from Game of Thrones.
I figured it was.
That is death.
Great. So all we have to
And
do
I
is
just want to remind you of it right now before we go any further.
How
All right.
far away is she from that? 10 feet?
Close. It's a big ass fit in it, though. That's the question.
God, I wish it wasn't 2:27 in the morning. All right.
All right. Anyways, that is going to be 26 to hit.
26 hits.
Okay. Here we go. That is first hit is going to be 28 points slashing damage.
$26 points. Got it.
Grabbing another great weapon master attack. Swinging at it again. It's gonna be that fucking 20, baby.
Oh,
Let's go!
You got a brutal critical laying around?
I
your
have
sheet?
a brutal critical from a while ago. Yeah, 100%.
Well, that's what it's there for. So I'm letting you know. That's why Chad gives it to you. Let's get some nat 20s in the fucking chat.
All right, there it is. Brutal critical. There it is. I'm going to mark it off my sheet. I knew I had it there. What are the terms of brutal critical?
You're gonna get to roll an extra crit die.
Oh my god. All right. So that's Jesus.
And I love the artwork on it. It's like just massacring this civilian. Player can roll one additional weapon damage die after landing a critical hit with a melee attack.
So my weapon damage die is a D12, so I get to roll an extra D12 on top of it and then double it. Get the fuck out of here! All right.
That's why it's fucking brutal.
That's why it's fucking brutal. All right, that will be that, and then I get to roll that on top of it, and then I'll double all of that. Got it.
Yes.
Okay. So that brutal critical will be.
Thank God.
2, and that times 2. That will be 74 fucking points slashing damage.
Holy
Burning community
shit.
card on a brutal critical.
Jeez.
Holy shit. He knows he's been hit.
Crusaro's taking significant damage.
No.
Go ahead and not you don't have to DTD it, but you gotta role play that one. That's a massive drop.
Just the fury of sitting here playing this fucking clown's role. He's taking it all out on Crisaro. That first attack slash, he comes in at his back and swings into it and pulls his axe out and comes back out around again, just swinging at the midsection, just trying to literally trying to carve this fucking giant in half. And then coming back again with a second golf swing, just as hard as he goddamn can, just trying to cleave him in half. He thinks he's chopping down a goddamn tree, and he kind of is.
All right.
I really wish that put him at disadvantage. I'm injured. Instead, he's all going, it's just a flesh wound.
Oh, he's not thinking it's just the flesh wound. He knows that he's got his fucking shit caught in a fucking tractor's nuts.
I will grind your bones, Dragonborn.
Bring it on, you big tall fucker.
Emery, it is your turn. Then it's Crisaro's, and then it's Sansuri's.
So Emery, this whole time's been just chilling here, doing nothing with that ring. I've been sitting back, but like seeing Nighthawk, and then also not failing to overlook the digs at Nightstone, which he caught. It's kind of seething with anger at this point, and I'm actually going to drink a potion of Heraldry strength.
Oh shit!
And I'm gonna charge at her and try to push her in that hole out of irrational anger.
God damn, that's some Mr. Faust anger right there. I'm rubbing off on you.
So, charging up to her, then trying to use this hill giant strength to push her in the fucking hole.
Drink the potion. Now you're doing you're trying to do a shove.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to be on a shove. You're going to be able to move her to the edge.
Okay.
Not in.
Okay.
This
Trying to use it for what it's worth.
This is one of the ballsiest, most awesome fucking moments ever. All right.
Just cross everything. Get a nat 20.
Oh my god. All right. Add if you look at the potion, what it adds to your sheet?
It gives me a 21, which will give me a +5.
Okay.
We good?
Yeah. You're up against a +8.
Okay.
Here, you know what? I'm gonna public roll it. Since I said it, it's a +8.
Okay. Do you want me to hold mine? Or you want me to tell you?
Yeah. Reveal it to him. Here we go. It's gonna be this number +8.
23.
23.
Oh, I'm dying here. This is amazing.
Oh, fuck.
Oh no.
Shit.
As you chug that potion and you're able to initially, like, you got the strength, you come in, you lock up and you grab those legs. And just exactly what do you expect to do with me?
I'm gonna show you through that fucking hole.
You insignificant, puny. I will take no joy in eliminating you from this earth.
Do I get a bonus action here still too?
Yeah.
I'm gonna use it to disengage if she's not moving and hop back.
You should have control.
Okay, I can do that. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna hop back, disengage. Oh, do I have control? I don't. Hold on a second. In any case, I'm gonna hop back, disengage, hop back, use action, surge, and try again.
Do you not have control of your character?
I don't right now, but it doesn't matter.
Controlled by character setting. Oh shit. I have to do it in a different way. Okay, I'm learning it's different. All right. You're gonna hop back and do
Action,
it.
surge, and try again.
Oh my god. Let's go.
One more time.
Let's
With
fucking
feeling.
go.
Come
Let's
on.
go.
Don't take this out of context, but this is the one time I'll ever say this to you. I love your balls.
Nat fucking 20.
Are you serious? Oh,
Get the fuck out of here.
fucking kidding me? Are you fucking
Nat
kidding
fucking
me?
20.
No, no.
Are you
It's okay.
fucking
It's okay.
kidding me?
I'm gonna take a picture of it right now. Hold on.
I actually want that picture.
I'm taking a picture of it right now. I haven't touched anything.
This is some
I rolled it right into the
serious
pile of
shit.
dice. It's the,
No.
get it so it's focused on.
Put that fucker on Twitter right now.
Yeah, I'm working on it, dude. I'm working on it.
Refresh.
We're all so excited right now.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Oh, I couldn't have fucking made it up, dude. That's fucking ridiculous.
Shh. No, shh. Quiet. It's okay.
I mean, I don't know if you saw me. I almost came out of my chair there when I looked at it.
Well, I fucking came out of my fucking chair when I public rolled it.
You're okay.
Oh my god, there it fucking is. I'm gonna like that motherfucker. I'm gonna retweet with comment.
Thank you, chat, for the action surges.
Keep going.
It's been holding that one.
You have to stop.
And you're just going to
Oh, and you rolled the
come,
one?
and you're just going to come back here and try again with your small arms. And you can't imagine the strength and the knowledge that I've had. You're gonna come into my home and do this to me. I would absolutely enjoy severing your head from your body and flushing you through the skywell.
And this is so I jump back with that disengage, and I'm gonna land in like a 3-point stance, and this is gonna be like a My Hero Academia charge, and I'm not trying to push. I'm trying to just jump up and shoulder check the shit out of her.
And
I'm gonna do it mid sentence too, while she's on her whole fucking tirade.
Even better.
Fuck you and your couch, bitch.
Emery, I want you to think back of everything that Nightstones cost you. I want you to think about the friends that you've lost, and what this person indirectly has taken from you. And for the first time in a long time, you feel like the real person within your skin right now. You're not anybody else. You are who you are. And you come in and you absolutely level her. And a heel catches on the back of the tile, and she trips and falls back. And she goes right through the portal.
Get lit, bitch!
Gone.
That's for Nightcock.
No, I'm just gonna. So I'm diving shoulder check, and she falls in. I'm just gonna fall on the floor and spit out the hole.
Oh,
All right.
Holy fuck. She may or may not have taken the conch with her.
I was better fall after her and find it from her dead remains. You got feather fall. You can go after her gently.
No, okay.
It's fucking
Working
awesome.
on it.
You murdered her.
I was getting there, but it's fine.
All right.
That was awesome.
Crisaro's turn.
This
The
is my
only
first-
way you could get that is by a 20 and a 1. Only way.
That was fucking nuts, man.
The stars have aligned.
holy dog shit.
Crisaro is going to pull his Morning Star back out and begin to spin it. Nat 20 against you, Hister.
Bring it, fuckhead. God damn, that's 2 nat 20s in a row. Son of a bitch.
I rolled 3 tonight.
32 points of piercing damage,
I'll take it.
doubled. 64 points.
All right, I'm
in the
still
first
standing.
with a massive blow as he's going to swing with that Morning Star again at you. That is a 21 to hit.
Oh, fucking just hits.
That's 21 points of piercing damage.
And at that point, he is going to knock me the fuck out.
Oh shit.
Coming for you, buddy. Hang in there.
You may not get the chance.
All right. I need to look 1 second because we've been given a lot of cards. I don't know if I got one. We got one. We have one. We have one.
This is inspiration music.
Player can use their reaction to impose disadvantage on an attack within 5 feet other than themselves. That's Harshnag's protection card that he has.
Yes.
I knew I had one. I have a ton of them at Lockhart, but this is it. It's the only card that Harshnag has is the protection. I will have to re-roll that attack now.
What's impenetrable? Because I have that as well.
You should pull up my Streamloots and look at your shit. because a million things
on my sheet.
A million things run through my head. Impenetrable is the player can add their proficiency bonus to their AC. You should remember these things when they're life or death.
I didn't think the fucking nat 20 with a strike afterwards is going to be life or fucking death.
Well, remember. Well, either way, Harshnig's doing it and I'm re-rolling.
All right.
We're saved.
You're going to get lucky.
That one.
Not a nat 1. It's just a 16. No. It's an 18. 18 to hit.
That will not hit.
As Harshnag drops his shoulder and runs into Crosaro, blocking that Morning Star from devastatingly striking you for the second time. You can thank the community for that.
Hister owes his life to the community. What the fuck are you talking about?
Do not forget you're impenetrable. You were waging war in
With fucking giants? I figured that out.
In a wild place. All right. 2:46 a.m. I have Harshnag, I have Arakakras, I have Chikios, and then I have the top of the round again. What do you want me to play to before I cut this game? Because I'm sure you want to talk about it just a little bit.
Let's bring it here.
Yeah.
That save right there, that fucking Harshnag save of Hister is enough to fucking call it a night because it's gonna get hairy from here.
Yeah.
Yep.
There's a lot. There's a lot of air cockers, and then there's those freaking wind elementals up by the door.
Well, the wind elementals are like way down by as we're exiting.
Yeah. Those are pain though.
They are a pain, but I mean, there's a lot between us and them. Even if it is a moon door in Featherfall.
I don't think she's gonna summon Yancy Ben.
Well, that's a possibility now, isn't it? See, this is the conversation we need to have. When you stay for a spell.
I have no idea what the fuck is gonna happen at this point.
We just need the conch and we got to get out of there.
Oh man, and it's back to back. I've had this piece of music for a while, and I had it built, and I knew I wanted to use it for Mike whenever Mike had a big moment, and I knew I wanted to use this Halo moment for Mud whenever he had a big moment, but I didn't know it was gonna happen that quick, and I'm gonna replay it because it's a dead ringer for it. Like they totally built this to be a Halo piece in our catalog that I have rights to it. It was so good.
Yeah, it's definitely Halo-ish. I love it.
Oh my god,
This is good.
For it to be a nat 20 to a public 1 roll.
Yeah, that was crazy. I didn't even realize you rolled a 1 until after.
Only way you're moving that giant that far.
That's amazing.
She had to trip. Had to.
My only thought was I was gonna turn into a tree and help team up with next time around.
It was beautiful. It's one of the fun things that happens with D&D. Now you have all the implications of what does that mean? What can she do? What can Crosaro do? Obviously, Crosaro can fucking hit.
What can she do?
No shit.
Will that fall kill her or no?
Can sky giants fly? I assume not.
I mean, you said it was death for us, so I didn't know if it was death for her.
I guess it wouldn't be death for you because you have Featherfall.
Well, I technically not death for any of us. I have Featherfall spell too.
Oh, yeah.
Well, she is wearing 90s feathers. Fuck that bitch. I hope she dies.
Oh my god. You guys having to find out. You guys having to find out.
Can I just explain to you how much my heart sank when you said that there was an Arakakra above her throne that was vaguely familiar, and I went, no. Literally, no. In my head. And sure enough, he described him, and it was just fucking heart-wrenching.
Awful.
Just the most goddamn awful thing you could ever describe. His feathers, her flaunting them. She's Cruella fucking DeVille.
Yeah.
Fucking awful, man.
Especially with like her little pets that she has.
And not only she loved him so much as a gift, she killed him, stuffed him, and simulated him.
I was half expecting when she was petting her other Aarakocra that she was just going to break their necks. She loves the way they look, but I don't think she has any care for them. I just half expected that to happen.
Yeah, I mean, if she wasn't in need of defense, but yeah, she's obviously crafted these all in his image.
So I'm curious, if they're all simulated, if she dies, then do they all go?
Who knows?
Oh my God. Wow. I can't believe that was all in a fucking dice roll. When did you roll that?
For what?
Roll that he was going to
What?
fucking be a goddamn mantelpiece.
When Nighty told me what he was gonna go do.
Wait, at the very beginning, like when we were in the fucking tavern, he decided to get up from the table and deuces out?
We had a conversation, and he said that if he was leaving, this is what he was going to leave for. And we let that play out, and we let the dice decide. And you now see
What the dice decided?
what the dice decided.
Oh my God. I'm going to fucking punch Justin in the goddamn nuts next time I see him. That motherfucker knew this whole time and he never fucking told.
That was heartbreaking to see.
Well, it wasn't
Oh.
immediate. It wasn't immediate.
No, it
We had
doesn't have to
we had
be.
we had a conversation because we're talking about when are we gonna try to get you back for one, and how's that gonna work? And we had this conversation and we said what our different goals, what we wanted for things, and said, well, we're gonna roll this outside and see where it goes. And unfortunately, it didn't go where we wanted it to go.
So is Nightcock the character?
Dead.
I guess he can't come back at all.
He can't. He's done.
He is
He's
currently
resurrecting.
taxidermied. His skin and his feathers are there.
Oh my God.
God, it pisses me off.
I know. Trust me. We had this discussion earlier. When I heard that as Mr. Faust, I thought there's two ways to go. Just
Yeah.
attack now and say fuck all because he's pissed, or stick with the fucking program and muster on.
Let the anger build.
Yeah. That's why he didn't hesitate when you dropped fucking cover to swing into Grisario, even if it fucking almost cost him his life thanks to Harshnag.
It's awesome. Great round of persuasion. Everybody in the audience, throw out some hearts for Ruby Shore.
Dude,
Great
fucking making it
negotiation.
happen. I almost thought for a minute we were gonna get out of here. I didn't know if we were gonna have to do a dirty deal or not, but I almost thought we were
You
gonna
didn't
get
have
out.
to do it was your choice. You had the dirty deal. You just didn't want to take the dirty deal.
No.
And that's how I was
I
gonna
don't
put
wanna
it.
bring
Like,
her along.
when you've rolled that good, like, I can't stop you. The only thing I can do is make you take something you don't want. That's it. Like, I can't,
Yeah.
like, because you can sit there and try and force it. No, you can't force it. No, they've done the work. Okay, well, you can. Well, here's the deal. There's a lot of story tied up with it. Found out that they've stared in the face of Jerry, Emery fucked shit up.
They were so, we know that they took Nightstone, so they're the ones that had the crystal. That was one of her
They
prizes.
have one crystal for sure.
Yeah, somewhere.
They have one crystal for sure. You
And
know
a
that.
dragon, or maybe a dragonborn.
Maybe
That's
some sort of dragon
when
or
it's
a dragon.
that loud. Yeah, I mean it's a dragon. It's not a. I mean we don't have to beat around the bush on that. Like there's obviously a dragon imprisoned somewhere.
We need to find it. I could be your friend.
I got a feeling we're gonna find it, one way or the other.
I mean the crazy part is the sheer size of this joint. Like you're just in the chamber.
But we did see or history side. So we have a direction.
We know he went to the south when he boogied out to take care of the dragon. So
Yeah, and I
mean,
made sure to tell you that he went south.
Maybe if we get lost in there, they will also not be able to find us.
Huh?
This
No,
place
there's
is
the option
too
of jumping
damn
out the
big.
hole.
The
Can we just
problem
do
is we still do have a giant with us.
That's true. Can we do like a whole Scooby-Doo scenario where we're all running down different doors?
Different corridors. Scooby-Dooby-Doo.
Then we accidentally meet in the middle and we run away.
Like, hey, Ruby, I didn't expect to find you in the kitchen.
That was spot on.
I want to play on Sunday so bad. I don't want to have to wait a week. I hate it.
Insane. Insane.
It's so good. There's so much.
Mm.
There's so much
I
to
still don't
unbox.
What's gonna happen next? I am terrified still. The fact that he kept fighting. She's freaking out. I'm sorry.
The Crosari kept fighting, even though he saw what's her name. We don't know if you've seen her going yet. That just happened
True.
as he was swinging into me. I mean,
True.
seconds have elapsed.
Okay.
And this place is massive. It's
It is.
massive. This is the biggest map I've ever. The only reason I'm using the actual map is because this thing is a literal castle.
Emery was goose stepping through most of it.
Lunges.
I link.
Hey, look, it worked. It gave him the strong legs that he needed to push her down.
No,
Yeah,
it's
no
all,
shit.
it's all a training
What?
exercise.
What is
Want to be
stopping a
strong like
Sunday
Emery?
stream? Everything, all of our lives. Like
Yes.
it doesn't work that way. Like
Yeah.
we've carved out the only way we get to play D&D is because we have this piece of time carved out for us. It doesn't work that way. And even if 3 people do, that doesn't mean that one other person does. So it's when you want to play more D&D, it just doesn't work that way, unfortunately. I wish it did. I wish all of us, our only full-time job was to play D&D, but it's not.
Oh, it would be so good if it was.
Bring him out.
Alas, it's not.
It's just not that way. And we've tried. It's going to be super special for it to work out that way, where people, if they do, they make some sort of sacrifice to make it happen. And if we were, at least, like, if we were full-time content creators, maybe we would have a chance. But for the most part, you also have to remember that even though they're getting wonderful, like, they're getting CCV and views from over here and being on their channel, they got to run their own channels. You know? Like, it's still not the same. Oh my
But next
God.
Friday. It's only a week.
It's gonna be the longest week ever.
It will be. Let's hope we remember.
As it
every single
always
day.
is, in between tense combats from week to week.
But-
we'll get through it. We'll muster on.
But you don't have to
I'll
worry.
put
You'll
my
remember
dice
all
away.
this shit. Like, you remember all the intense dialogue. Like, your friend is up there on altar. This is like we're getting towards, like, it's getting towards endgame. Like, you guys have to realize that. Like, you're getting towards Even though that what are we, all 11, 12? What are we?
10.
10. Could we be 11 now?
We will be if we survive this.
Actually, you guys all leveled up. You should be 11.
Are you fucking shitting me?
Yeah, you guys should all be 11.
All right, so next time we're gonna be 11.
Okay, so I gotta go add a point on
Yeah.
Mister's character.
Do we get to keep our temporary hit points for next time since we're still in the same fighting set?
What is this? What is this? Keep points.
And by the way, if you're
Points. I
still
wanna
if you're
keep my
still in
temp-
combat, you get to keep your inspiration. So if somebody's got inspiration, keep it.
Oh, good. I'm not touching my fucking dice board. I'm just moving it to the back.
When you're in combat, you get to keep it from the
Okay.
rest of the crew.
I think I get like a small dry erase board so I can better handle chats.
By the way, thank you guys. And I know a lot of folks were the early rolls were rough. Early rolls were rough. Remember, I have no control over that. You love it when they go your way. You don't when it goes against you. That's the whole point.
That's why, ladies and gentlemen, this is the most improvisational D&D you will find on the interwebs and only seen here on Mixer.
You're playing right along with us. And if your card doesn't work 5 times in a row, that's not my intention. But that's what also probability can bring. And I understand that it happens and that you want to help, but it's also the same way that we play this game, that if every time Mudcat could knock a sky giant into a fucking moonhole, it wouldn't matter. But when the odds are stacked against you, we have epic moments, and that's why probability makes D&D so dramatic and fulfilling.
I want a statistician to run the numbers on a nat 20 to nat 1. It's
Compared to what
gotta
we've been
be.
rolling.
It's gotta be in the hundreds of thousands to 1. That's what you witnessed tonight.
Crazy
That's what made it
percentile.
so amazing.
It's so wild that I have to think about how it implies. Pretty awesome.
Very awesome.
It was good times. But on that note, we're gonna have to put a bow on this bitch and wrap it up. Thank you guys. Another awesome fucking episode. We'll pick up here at Lenham Raw.
And maybe, just maybe, you'll get out of here.
I'll take that bet. You can kiss my dragonborn ass.
Malaka, Malaka,
That's-
Malaka.
I still have goosebumps from the today.
Awesome. Thank you guys.
So
Thank you.
good.
Be good to each other.